Good evening, Yuba Sutter. This is the Yuba Sutter Political Spotlight. Well, it's June 5th. It's finally here. Sutter County Sheriff. Will we have a new one tonight, or will we wait another few months? Sutter County DA. We would have had one tonight, but Jennifer Dupre came along and threw her hat in the ring. Will she draw enough votes to upset the apple cart and make us wait until November for a new DA? We'll find out here live on the Yuba Sutter Political Spotlight. In Yuba County, will Andy Vasquez retain his seat and his stranglehold on the water in Yuba County over Joan Sanders and David Joyce? What about Randy Fletcher? After his buying a new fire truck and a new police truck, will he retain his stranglehold on the water in Yuba County? Or will he be upset by John Mitzler, who will upset the whole apple cart over in Yuba County? Stand by and find out. It's going to be a wild, wild ride, folks. For the next 4 hours, we'll be live here at Mount Huth. Yuba Sutter Political Spotlight. Stand by. So now we really are live. We are actually here, ready to go for election night. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Awesome.
Great.
Been a long day.
Past
really
my
looking forward to
bedtime.
this.
It's already past your bedtime, huh? Mine too, actually. So, but we're off and running. Have they updated the website yet?
Not yet.
Not yet, so we're still waiting.
I've refreshed both and not yet.
All right. Well, then let's get right to it.
Let's get right to it.
So I took it upon myself to get songs for our whole crew rather than just everybody out in the airways and everybody that we're bullying and picking on and doing that tonight. So I'm going to start off with Bill here, what I think of what Bill's song should be. What do you guys think? I mean, does that fit Bill?
Yeah.
That was a good pick. That was. Yeah. And a nice song.
You got me
I
in
liked
tears,
it.
man.
Well, check it out, Tom. Here you come. You're on cue, buddy.
Oh, this is
I
me.
thought that was Tom.
No, this is Tom. All right. So what do you think? Does that sound like Tom?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Of course,
I think he likes
I
it.
was convinced the first one was Tom too, so I was all confused.
No, that was Bill. Now we got
Hey.
Randy.
Oh,
That
no.
makes me want to go for a ride.
All right, so now we got Randy.
Okay.
Here we come.
That's a good one.
So what do you think?
I'll agree to that.
That was good.
Hey, we have some election results.
Yeah.
Oh, we do.
Well, statewide election results.
Okay, well let's go for it.
Di-Fi's in the lead, baby.
Who?
Di-Fi.
Diana Feinstein.
Oh.
Of course
That
she
is not
is.
a shocker.
And James Bradley, GOP, is in second place.
All right. Well, that's a good spot to be, I guess. Better than nothing.
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, this
It's
is
only the top two, so.
okay. Well, here we go. This is for Tammy, and just getting you all
no.
familiar with everybody in the group now. So this is my spin on Tammy.
Oh, I'm afraid.
Got your stick, dude, Tammy?
Okay, everyone look at Tammy.
I'm not going anywhere.
I know, but if you did, we'd all miss you. And you gave us a pretty good scare there a while back. So, yeah.
It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers. It sure would be prettier with you.
All right.
Okay.
So we got one last one.
Well, I got to give my comment on that.
What do you
song.
think?
Well, I was thinking maybe she's going to get to go home early tonight. Or something like that,
Well, one of you guys may be happen to give me a ride. That's for sure.
Yeah, I may not cut it. I don't know if that couch is comfortable or not.
So now we got one for the newest member of our group that's been joining us the last two times for Chris. I found this today. I've known this song for a while, but it just happened to fit. So I threw it together because I thought this is just way too fitting for Chris. So here we go.
I like it.
Another good pick.
Good pick.
Yep.
Yep.
You've missed your calling.
And I like the theme too, man. All country and western so far.
Well, so
I
far,
think.
No, we had some.
I don't know what was Tammy's. Is that
Nah, that's more hip hop.
Hip hop. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not hip hop.
Well, what,
It ain't hip hop.
if it's not country, it's hip hop to me. That's how that works. So that's the way that goes down. If it's not country, it's hip hop. So that's the new thing.
Hey, what about you, Jason?
I don't have anything.
You gave your song
come
away.
on.
You gave your song to Brandon.
Well, I didn't give
That
it
was
to him.
your
It
song.
just fit. It just fit. So I'm just the guy behind the little thing.
Well, I got a song
Plexiglass.
for you.
I bet you do. So, well, we still don't even know.
Well, we've got 6,726 election
Somebody wants to
results.
know if we can play iPod Idol.
We totally could.
We could play the best iPod Idol in here.
When people stop listening about 11, we'll do that.
We'll play iPod Idol. All right.
Now, I got a feeling that these local races are going to be
A mess.
pretty unique.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do too. I have no doubt, man. I really think we're in for.
I think it's going to be quite the ride. to
I
tell
do
you the
too.
truth.
I think it's going to be up and down and whipping
We-
all over the place.
We've got some unofficial Sutter County updates here.
Do we?
Okay.
Yeah,
Lay 'em on.
6,726 people total out of 44,625.
So, what are we looking at?
John Cox is ahead with 37%.
Okay.
Gavin Newsom's in second with 18%. Travis Allen's 18%, right behind Gavin Newsom. And Antonio Villagrosa is at 8%.
How come I'm not seeing this? My thing is
That's
not
on
updated.
Sutter County.
That's where I'm at.
Okay, I'm on Yuba County, and guess what?
It's last year's.
this-
or last.
No, this is this year's. But guess what? Anderson came strong out of the gates. Oh my gosh, 76%.
Oh my God.
Oh, before wow.
Yeah, that's with well, it still says 0% of the
Oh,
vote.
okay. Finally,
But
they updated.
it's got like
Dang.
How can they get
it's got
76%?
3,500 votes. So out of about 3,500 votes, he's got
3,500?
76%.
Well, out of
With
30
0% counted.
Well, with 35 or 3357.
Percent counted.
No, 3,357
Oh,
votes.
votes. Okay.
Votes.
Okay.
He's got 76% of them. So that's awesome. Wow, that was a strong out of the gates.
That's a pretty good message.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a that's
That
a
is,
pretty
yep.
a pretty stout vote right there. I mean, right on the shoot. If it continues that way, that's game over
Yeah.
with just a few more
Dang.
votes.
Charlie Schaup's got 56% in Yuba County.
Do you got anything else for Sutter County?
Sutter County,
I've got nothing for Sutter. Mine
well,
is-
James has got 70%, and Marshall Tuck for Superintendent of Public Education's got 40%. This is Sutter County.
My Sutter County is not refreshing. Maybe I'm
Mine
gonna,
isn't either.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not even getting into
I'm gonna
it.
get out of and get back
County
in.
Superintendent of Schools, Ball Dillon, 45%. Tom Ruesser, 39%. Joe Hendricks, 14%.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hey, Dan Flores is 97%.
imagine that.
That is
That's
not,
what
not
happens whenever you
shocking.
run unopposed.
Okay, Paul Bossi, 44%, 45%. Mike Zigemeyer, 29%, and Burt Manuel, 26%.
Wow, that's kind of shocking.
Yeah,
That surprises
real
me.
shocking.
That really does surprise
That's
me.
only 1,800 people.
Okay,
No,
But that's
it's
still-
1,800
that's
people.
still very surprising.
That's the district, probably.
do we got sheriffs yet? Come on, get down to the sheriff.
Sheriff Coroner, Brandon Barnes, 38%.
Woo!
Yeah,
South.
buddy.
Go Barnes!
Dennis Alk, 31%. Jeff Pierce, 30%.
Ooh, oh my
Oh
gosh!
my gosh!
We're
We have a
running neck and
split
neck.
community.
Running neck and
Yay.
neck.
Wow, that is a three-way tie if I've ever seen one. I
Dang,
mean,
that is
It is,
close.
dang, 38, 31, and 30. Holy smokes. Maybe they will all get to be sheriff and just share it.
You're gonna rotate through.
Maybe they will all get to be sheriff. Oh, this is irritating me. I got no feed in here
Okay,
to
well-
hold this up. Oh, and
What
Tammy's
about
gone.
Chris
Measure-
Carlos and Amanda Hopper?
Measure
Got that?
Z in Yuba City, no, 70%. They don't want any part of Yuba City.
Is that-
No,
That's the
no
annexation
annexation.
District Attorney Amanda Hopper, 56%.
Oh,
Chris Carlos,
Oh.
41%. And write-in, 2.5%.
ooh.
Oh, that one's kind of close too.
Yeah, it really is.
yeah.
I mean, I really would like to see Chris get it, but I didn't expect him to come out that high, that heavy. I really expected Dupre to steal more votes, which she may before the night's over.
Yeah.
Got in
Because
very
you
late.
think about it, they're counting all the mail-in votes, and most people who mailed in, she wasn't even running at that time.
Oh, that's
So you'll see her come up, I think, pretty heavy.
Yeah. So you think they're counting all the
Yeah, they do. That's
mail-
this
okay.
this is all pre-done stuff right now, and they'll start running them as soon as the polls close. They'll start trucking the ballots back. But
Yeah.
this is all the predetermined stuff that got mailed in. That's what you're seeing right now coming through.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there is.
This
there
stuff
are
was
no-
already counted.
No precincts are in yet.
Yeah, so no precincts are in. So we've got a long ways to go. I mean, this is just a very, very first cut of everybody that did their mail-in ballot.
No.
And didn't do their mail-in ballot and took it in today like me. That they did their mail-in ballot and mailed it back earlier.
Yeah. Now, one of my neighbors, he had a Brandon Barnes sign in his yard,
Yeah,
and that was up for quite a while.
yeah.
And when I went out tonight, he had Dennis Houck sign in his
Oh,
yard.
well, he switched.
Yeah.
He's a switch hitter, huh?
So there's some switchers out there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny. Hang on one second. Go ahead, guys.
Well, I'd like to know if Alton was carrying his tape measure with him tonight. I saw him awful close to a couple of precincts out there jumping up and down with his sign. I'm not sure how close you got to be there, but it looked like maybe the line was getting pushed a little bit.
I'm pretty sure it's 100 feet, so that should be noticeable. 100 feet should be pretty noticeable. So if he was close, that's questionable.
Yeah, he didn't like my Missler sign on the back of my truck.
Let's see
I had to
here.
show it to him a couple of times.
Hey, Frank's got 96%.
Frank.
Francisco Revele.
Oh.
Thank you, Francisco, for
Oh, yeah, he's running on
That
a
That happens whenever you run unopposed.
And
But you know what? I
Andy
think it-
Vasquez,
He would've smoked it
42%.
anyways.
42%.
how much?
42%.
42%. What is Joan Sanders at?
Saunders.
31.
31.
Are you kidding me?
No.
There's a lot of rock, sand, and gravel plants out there.
Randy Fletcher.
Randy
45%.
Fletcher. Yep. it's got
Where's Mitzler?
45%.
26.
26.
Paul Price
Oh.
at 27.
That's a little wide of a swath.
Wow, I would have never guessed that.
I would have never guessed that either. That's wider of a separation than I would have
Yeah,
guessed.
I would have thought it'd have been a lot closer than that. Maybe it'll change.
But it's the first numbers out.
Yep.
These are like,
How many percents are? What's the
oh,
percentage
let me go
in?
back there.
What's the percentage in?
Nothing.
on.
There's no percentage in.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's
There's this is just all.
Well, Sutter
like
County,
we're talking.
Sutter County is biased against me. I lost 2 campaigns, and now I can't even get the election results.
Hey.
They're picking on me.
Sucks to be
I'm
you.
I'm being bullied by Sutter County polling.
God.
I'm being bullied right here on the radio. It's happening. Make them stop. Oh,
where's your baby wine?
oh, hang on. I can pull that up for you. You know what's really neat is I'm getting really a lot faster at this. See how fast this is going? Sunbites.
Joe, I'll call you back. Sorry, didn't mean to dump you, but I'm in the middle of something.
See how much faster that was?
I thought it was kind of slow.
I did too. It's what it is. What it is. So, oh boy. Well, I'm surprised about that, but I'm glad that Brandon Barnes is in the lead because right now my house doesn't have to go up for sale. So I'm good.
Yeah, so we pretty much running neck and neck in that sheriff's race.
We really are.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really right out of the chute. That's 38, 31, and 30.
Yeah.
Here we go. For governor, these are
But,
live results from California election from Politico. John Cox at 33%, Gavin Newsom at 24%, 25%, and Travis Allen at 14%.
Wow.
Yeah.
The polls are lying. All
Yeah.
those polls are lying.
Sounds pretty darn spot on to me.
I know quite a few people that I polled, and they said they were voting for Travis Allen today. When I talked to quite a few people today. So, still yet, that
It's
he's
ear-
running in pretty low.
It's early, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's running in about where the poll said he was.
Mm-hmm.
14%.
Wow. So if those would have all went to Cox, that would have really strengthened the situation.
Well, Cox is ahead of Newsom. And I
Yeah.
don't know, these are all mail-in, but
But we don't know, if we got the Bay Area, or do we know that?
no,
Yeah.
hard to say.
If we get the Bay Area, coming in later and heavy, could go, could flip on us.
Yes, it could.
Yeah, as my son always says, well, you gotta wait till the Republicans get off work to vote. Then it'll change. He doesn't worry until
Yes.
pretty late at night.
Where was David Joyce at? David Joyce.
He was in third place. He was
He was in third place out of 3.
He was close.
I went to my polling place around 6:30 to vote, and it was packed.
Yeah.
So I think we're having a pretty good turnout, really.
Well, that would be good. It would be nice to have a good turnout. That's for sure.
Now, I'm going to put a plug in for Jake McCauley on the Jake McCauley is the Constitution guy, Institute on the Constitution,
Yes.
and he will be speaking at Glad Tidings Church on June 8th through the 10th. Now, it doesn't give me the times here, but
Oh, it
got a-
doesn't. It doesn't give the
I
time
got a
on
little
this.
flyer. Yeah.
Let me look it up here. It's what it's called is out of the salt shaker. It's why it's crucial to get Christians out from behind the stained glass and into the marketplace,
Yes.
and why we need to be getting out and voting and
Would-
yeah, get
having more of a
involved.
voice.
Being
Would
involved.
that be the same Jake McCauley that's a KKK leader, according to Dennis
according
Howe?
to somebody. Yes. Either that he was either referring to Jake McCauley or Thomas Jefferson.
Well,
so
it's a,
I
it's
can't
a toss-up
even answer
because-
that one,
Yeah.
man. That's ridiculous.
go figures.
That's kind of what that remark is.
Yeah.
Now, Randy brought us some good chips and salsa here, and some carrot sticks.
Hey, just so y'all know, I got to vote for mayor.
So back to Jake McCauley.
I'll text him and ask him
We
when
can.
it is.
I mean, if you want to get a little tune-up on the Constitution and the rightful roles of the people and the public servants and all that good stuff, you might want to attend that.
Yeah, definitely. He's a good guy. We usually go out to dinner with him when he's here, and he's always been a good conversation whenever you go out to dinner with him. He's really on it, on top of what's going on with the Constitution and other things.
I just realized how late it is where he is. I'm not going to text him right now.
You want some food, Jason?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll take a break here in a minute.
You want some water?
No, I'm good.
You want some more Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Now, I happened to get this in my water bill today. Okay, for
Do you want better roads?
from Yuba City. No, I got that.
Do you
too.
feel like you need more police protection?
I got that little questionnaire with me.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want to talk about that later.
Well, we should.
Okay.
But do you
But-
feel like you're safe? Do you really feel safe?
Yes, I feel
Do
safe.
you feel safe?
But here's what I want in my water bill. Just the water bill. Okay? I don't want any
You don't want
propaganda.
any propaganda?
Right?
No solicitation?
Yeah.
Well, they got to mail it to you anyways. They might as well slip little flyers in there.
I don't want the city advocating
Look
for
at it
any
as them
private
saving money.
business or anything like that.
Well,
So, here's what I got. It says, Sutter County, California, Yuba City. Safe and sane or feel the pain. $1,000 fine.
I got to run to Battle Mountain this week anyway, so I guess.
Due to increased use of illegal and dangerous fireworks, Yuba City adopted an illegal fireworks ordinance, punishable with a $1,000 fine. So then it's report violations at 822-4660.
You're killing me, Smalls.
So I figured I'd dial that number and let them know that I don't believe in
They
this
put you in
turning
jail.
your neighbor
Right away.
program. But when I called, I got a recording at the Yuba City Police Department.
So that's the see something, say something? Is that what
Right.
that was about?
Mm-hmm.
Coming to take me away, ha ha, they're coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, ha ha, to the funny farm.
No fireworks.
So I found it finally. Jake McCauley's. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a really long night. So Friday night, Jake McCauley at the Church of Glad Tidings for a special workshop called "Out of the Salt Shaker: Why It's Crucial to Get Christians Out from Behind the Stained Glass and Into the Marketplace." It begins at 7 p.m. I did not say anything about city council or supervisors. So I don't know where that came from.
I'm sorry. Couldn't handle it. I'm just, it's nighttime.
Yeah, and I was noticing this is a little light. I think you got into my rock star here.
Your rock star?
That might explain a lot of things going on right now.
So
That
7
explain
o'clock
a
on
lot.
Friday night and 7 o'clock on
7
Saturday
o'clock
night?
on Friday night, and he's doing the service on 7 p.m. Saturday night, and he's back again Sunday at 10 o'clock. So
He's got
Right.
a busy weekend.
busy week. And then he's at William Jessup University doing a homeschool convention on Friday and Saturday during the day. So yeah, he's
Do you know, I mean, I've heard that name, but I really don't know what William Jessup University is
it's a private Christian university. It's in Rockland.
in Rockland.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking that name William Jessup, you know, I thought it was a political prisoner or something. I don't know why I thought that.
Thought
But
it was
evidently not.
I thought it was a gunslinger.
William Jessup. That's what it sounds like. I agree with Randy there. That's a gunslinger name. That's definitely a gunslinger name.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Yep, that's what I got to say to all the people who didn't vote. If you don't look around every once in a while, you could miss something.
You
You
could.
could miss it.
It's amazing to me at how many people are like, yeah, you know, I'm not going to vote this year.
I talked to a bunch of them at work in Sacramento, and I wasn't too disappointed that they weren't going to the polls. It's okay.
Yeah, I
don't-
agree with that one.
you don't vote the right way. You shouldn't go to the polls.
Next year, I'm going to ask them for their ballots.
When I was at Winco
Allegedly.
today,
Hey,
Allegedly.
You're not going to use that.
You got to give them something every once in a while.
Did you see what they said? I mean, did you hear what they said? Actually, you can see it. You can see it and hear it.
Hey, we got cherry.
You're going to make a
Big one,
mess.
Cherry.
You're going to make a mess out there.
Hey, there's no
You're going to get
messes.
cherry juice on that little black box out there, and then you guys ain't going to be able to hear anything. That's what's going to
And they're
happen.
boys. They brought no napkins. They brought all kinds of food and no
Hey, I
napkins.
got napkins.
John Cox is doing pretty good. I don't know if this has changed from last time, 35%. I'm looking at Yuba County. You'll have to be the Sutter County rep for now because Sutter County's not updating for me. And
Yeah,
I
it's not updating for me at all either.
Not updating at all, but he's still got 37%. So County.
Well, good.
Well, what does Brandon Barnes have? Can you say that again?
I want to know where you got this
Say it again.
queso dip, man.
I made it.
Is he
Man.
still?
So made it.
It is
Is he
excellent.
still at 38%?
Is the queso dip spicy?
Oh, man, it's over the top.
Is it really?
He's still at 38%.
Well, don't eat it all.
I got a tub of it. I'll cook
Okay.
it.
Charlie oh, this is Yuba County. Never mind. I got all excited. Charlie Shalp has 56%, but duh, it's Yuba County.
Okay, we had when you go to Yuba City's website, City of Yuba City, we had this what do you call it? Survey. Okay, so here's the questions on their survey. I mean, and I want to know who the rocket surgeon is that came up with this. So it says, Please tell us your priorities by selecting a number 1 to 5 below, with 5 being the most important to you. Your views are important to us. Thanks for your help.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
So, I don't know about these little interruptions here.
Long night.
I think it's going to get worse.
Okay.
It ain't gonna get any better.
So, the city wants to get another penny out of every one of your dollars, right? And that's going to be a lot of money. Yep, no rest for the wicked.
They got to spend some money, man.
So here are the questions that they want to know from the public. Okay?
OPM.
So how important is this? Maintaining crime prevention and investigation services. That's number 1. Number 2, recruiting and retaining qualified police officers. Number 3, providing safe routes to school for children. Now, does anybody think that's a high priority?
Hang on.
Tom, it's for the children.
It's always for the
It's
children.
just for the children.
Hang on. Back up.
Okay.
What was the one before that about the police officers? Read that one again real quick.
Recruiting and retaining qualified police officers.
Haven't we heard from all the campaigns at how Yuba City is paying more than any sheriff's department around?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Let's cut their pay then, and we'll still retain them because if they're still making the same as the sheriff's officers, they may not get
Yuba City
any
Police.
more. That's what that's what I said.
Yeah, this is from Yuba City.
Exactly.
You're talking sheriff.
Is making less. Yuba City is higher paid than the sheriff,
That's-
right?
that's
Isn't
right.
that what we've heard on
That's
all the
right. That's
campaigns?
right. That's right.
They're making more than Yuba County Sheriff. They're making more than Sutter County Sheriff. They're making more than Woodland, whatever Woodland is, Sac County or whatever. They're making more than most sheriff's departments around. Let's cut their pay and still retain them, because if they're making just a little bit more, they ain't going to leave.
Right.
They don't got to make a lot more.
I like mine better.
What?
Get rid of the police departments and let the sheriff do it all.
There you go. Give them the police
That's
department's
right.
money.
Hey,
Done deal.
that would not hurt my feelings.
Me neither.
So here's number 4. Preventing roads from deteriorating. So how's that going to go?
They're gonna,
I mean, didn't our gas tax, right? That's really working good so far.
they need to spray paint them.
Yeah. So this is so unbelievable to me that people are going to fall for this. So, and then here's a good one: maintaining the city's fiscal stability. In other words, can we all get a raise? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Wow.
how about this? Maintaining fire protection and emergency medical response services. Then for some reason it says this question is required. I don't know how that printed on there.
They're all
but
required.
Yeah.
That's the asterisk behind each one of them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
These are all required questions for us to tax you more.
Yes.
But
So the people in Marysville, they voted themselves another tax hike. It's going to be interesting to see if the people of Yuba City are going to be that gullible.
is there no question on there about would you like to see us spend less and stay within a budget?
No, that's not one of the questions.
Is it missing off of there?
That's-
Darn.
Yes.
So,
Um,
can I interrupt for just 1 second,
yes.
and then you can get back to your conversation? What is it you call John Garamendi? What was your name for him? What'd you call him?
He's a communist sympathizer.
Okay. So, right now, with .47 precincts reporting, crud. He just jumped up above Charlie Shelp. Charlie Shelp just had the lead, and now John Garamendi just took it back. Dang it! You guys, I waited too long to interrupt you. I
Well-
could have said Charlie Shelp is ahead, but here's the thing.
So it's
They're like, neck and neck.
It's the
Good.
first time you've seen that happen in a while. Nobody gives John Garamendi a run for his money
No.
ever.
Yeah.
So
He is 42% and 53%, and just like a second ago, Charlie Shelp had 53%.
hey, I want to play something for the sheriffs of Sutter County real quick. Because let me tell you, at 38%, 31%, and 30%, that's a close race. And I'll bet you Dennis Houck is feeling a little shocked right now that he's only 1% ahead of Pierce. Mm-hmm. And yeah,
I'm shocked that he's even in the running. To tell you the truth.
I am too. Myself, I'm amazed. I would have thought Pierce would have been second, but give it a minute. I think you're about to see that. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting night with that race, with it being that tight right out of the chute. That's awesome.
I want to make sure that someone locks that door out there. Because this queso is so good. that they might be coming over the levee right
You
now.
think they're coming over the border to get this?
I think
You're scaring me.
Here they come.
there's a couple Yuba County statistics right now. Steve Duckles, he's got this thing maybe wrapped up. I mean, it's super early still, maybe. Oh no, it's not. It's not early. They're saying 100% of the votes are in. 53. If anybody can still hear me, 53%. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Steve Duckles, 53% Yuba County. Randy Fletcher, 45% Yuba County.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, he's got a pretty strong lead, and he's also 100% of the vote.
Who's 100% of the vote?
But a lot of deputies only got 45%.
Randy Fletcher.
He's 100% of the vote.
He's 100%. He's got 100%. 100% of the vote is in. He's got 45%. He's ahead by a lot.
So he's already. How can he have
He's
100%?
got it.
How can he have
I
100%
don't know.
of the
They're
voting?
saying 100% reported. 1,200 votes. There's 1,200 votes. Vote count. It says percent 100%, and he has 45% of it.
You
They're
didn't have
Wow.
51.
They're getting down on the count, man.
Wow.
They're counting them up, I guess. Pretty
Well,
quick.
is his area all mail-in? Is your area all mail-in, Randy?
No.
Then how can they have 100% of the vote in
I
already?
don't know. That's what they're
If the
reporting.
polls closed at 8.
They're saying they have
All right, hang
1,205
Well,
votes.
Randy's the one putting the stats up there.
Yeah, and Andy's got it cinched too. Of course, we knew that. That was kind of a no-brainer. So Andy's got his at 45%. But holy cow, are they saying that only 468 people voted and they're done? Their vote count is 468
In District 5?
in District 1
Oh, District 1.
District 1.
for Andy Vasquez.
There's
Does that
only-
sound right?
No, I think somebody said there's 1,000 votes in there.
That's in Linda.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only ones that got out of bed.
Hey.
You sounded like Lou.
That's my radio hero.
You know what I think? I think there's some confusion going on. I don't think they've got it together yet.
Could be a failure to communicate.
Is there a failure to communicate? All right, where else? Oh, why can't I see the sheriff race on Yuba County? I keep scrolling. Do you have Sutter County up? Do we have any changes over there?
No change.
I cannot get Sutter County.
When it comes to Yuba County Sheriff, I would have liked to known what Tang Seisha was keeping, under wraps. You remember when we talked to
About
him?
his good old
He
boy
said,
club?
I couldn't, there's some things I just can't tell you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did say that,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So-
That he just couldn't talk about. Mm-hmm. I wonder what that was. Well, we'll never know now.
Yeah, we probably never know. I did talk to a guy today, and we talked about Net 5
Okay.
and how they,
Do they need more money?
yes, they need more money. They all need more money.
That's the standard going, is they always
but-
need more money.
Remember the guy that was caught dealing, the cop that was caught dealing drugs in,
Yuba City.
Yeah.
no, he was way, that's
He
the
was back-
one, that
he
was
was-
one in Yuba City,
He was
but
back east.
yeah, he was,
Oh, yeah.
he was part of Net 5 and he was selling drugs back on the East Coast.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. So, anyway, this guy I was talking to said there was a new guy came in to clean up Net 5. That was the word he gave me.
Clean
today.
out or clean up?
Yeah, I don't know. So hopefully that's a true statement. Hopefully it's good. It will be cleaned up. That would be nice.
Okay. Does anybody know what's going on? Why there's so much activity? This is pretty much normal, though. This is par for the course. This is what happens.
What's that?
All of
All the
County.
activity, the stuff going on.
I know.
Normally, people can't see. I don't know if the Facebook Live's on right now, but normally people can't see all the
Exactly what's going on.
all the
and, yeah,
scurrying around.
what really goes on behind the scenes.
What was Santos doing here? Where's Santos at?
He couldn't stay away. He wanted to come see the
I
party.
love you, Santos.
We
He
love him
wants
too.
to make us better.
He doesn't just play board op. He really is one. He doesn't play one like me. He doesn't play one on TV. He's the real thing. So when we have some technical difficulties, he comes out and makes it all work right.
Yeah.
Whenever I push one too many buttons back here,
I hate it when that happens.
Is he still here?
whenever I have an Andy Vasquez moment, yeah, he's right here.
Oh,
He's
maybe we'll give him some queso. then.
yeah.
Well, they're
just a
saying
little bit.
100% of the votes are counted. They're saying for sheriff in Yuba County, and Ruesser.Anderson has it by like a way lot.
No.
Landslide.
Well, what is a
Landslide.
way lot?
100%.
76%.
It's not 100%, Tammy.
Well,
There's
they're
no way it can
saying
be.
it's-
They
Why
get
do they say that?
They got 100%. I think they're adding up the total percentage in the right-hand column.
They
Because
haven't
look
counted
at the-
all the voters that are dead
They need
and
to have-
that
they need to
have
have,
voted twice.
Look at the precincts;
Yes.
they're all still zero.
Oh.
The buses are still coming in.
Yeah, they're still trucking them around. That's why Seychow's behind
I had
is
to
because his buses haven't landed yet.
I had to grab a bus to Yuba County after I voted in Sutter County today.
Yes, yes. It just makes it better if you can vote in both places.
It just makes it better if you can vote in both places. Oh boy, that was a joke, folks. That was a joke.
Well, I do remember on the last election, the national election, they said they had
They're busting
like
them in.
130% voter turnout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's-
How do you get
That's
that?
normal. That's California. That's normal.
If
for
you're doing
California.
your due diligence and voting as much as you should, that's what you get. That's
Yes.
a good state
Yeah.
right there.
Vote early and vote often.
Yes, there you go.
Words to live by.
That's the way it's
Come in.
supposed to be.
You know, I got an email about voting for the Radio Hall
Are
of
you
Fame,
hungry?
and they only had. I couldn't write you in, Jason. I tried to. I
You
had
couldn't write me
I had to
in?
vote for Mark Levin.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I do this part time, and the pay isn't all that good. $10,000 a show, you can't survive on that, especially whenever it's only once a week. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
You need to get some of that
We're still
supervisor
waiting
pay.
for our checks. You keep saying they're in the
Sing
mail.
about beauty and we sing about truth at $10,000 a show.
see? And I mean, if you're only doing that once a week, how are you going to live on that?
I don't know.
No,
You're
got-
wanting some of that water
I don't want to
money.
find out.
I want some water money.
Money.
Hey, but you know what I found out? The next time I run for office, all I'm going to do is buy him a fire truck and buy him a new police vehicle, and you get elected. That's the way it
And
goes.
you don't even have to use your own money.
That's right. You can just tap into the golden goose.
Yep.
Yuba County's golden goose.
The water board.
Yes.
Hey, you can
Yuba
be
County
a,
Water
a
Agency.
psychiatrist.
What's that?
Be one of these psychiatrists,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
How
They
about
don't,
that?
they don't even know how many they're paying for. I might as well just throw my name in that hat.
What was it? 500 grand a year?
I think it's 400.
Oh,
But who's
400.
counting at that
Yeah.
point?
You don't want the cut and pay.
Yeah.
I think it's getting close to 9. You need to call some candidates.
Call. There's only one of them that I really want to call.
No, there's. I know that one,
he's
but
not
I
far
think
enough ahead yet.
he's got a later bedtime than some of these other folks.
He's not far enough ahead yet. Well, who are we calling? Because
What's happening with the sheriff? You got it there, Bill?
yeah, see what's going on with the sheriff again in Sutter County.
Has
Have they
anything
reported
changed?
again yet?
There's no change.
No change.
There's no change. How can there be no change?
Well, that's what we were told. The percents don't change. Don't worry about it. You got this. You got this. You're ahead.
Whatever.
It's election night. You're ahead. You won. You got this.
So,
The percentages don't change.
well, then that's good.
Well.
And then a
because
week later, guess what?
They changed.
That's okay. You know what I found out?
What?
That I ought to end up flicking Stan all the time in the forehead. It just wouldn't have worked out.
Just wouldn't have worked. It's never gonna work.
It just wouldn't have worked out. That love-hate relationship would have went bad. Because it's hard to be friends with a sheetrocker. It's just tough. It's a different way of
Why do they
life.
smell so bad?
You can get any election to change. Remember Bernie Sanders and Hillary,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
200 people showed up for her deal, and like 30,000 for Bernie Sanders, and she won California.
Yeah, well,
Come on, man. How does that work?
So I don't use the electronic voting machine because people were literally saying it kept switching my vote. I'd pick Bernie and it'd flip it to Hillary. I heard that
Oh,
from a
come
lot of
on.
Oh
people.
yeah,
that's just conspiracy.
yeah. That's a conspiracy.
That's a conspiracy,
That doesn't
guys.
ever
That
happen.
doesn't
But-
happen.
I gotta have someone explain to me if she had 200 and she had to scatter them around in front of the camera, okay, and get Beyonce there or whoever was there, I don't know. And then, Bernie, he was packing it in.
Yeah, he was.
And
definitely was, there's
Remember,
no
we
doubt.
had big crowds on the sidewalk in Yuba City.
That's
Bernie
okay.
Sanders.
That's okay. Did you try and go see Trump when he was at Sacramento? Did you try?
I never
Oh.
tried.
You should have went
We
and tried.
tried.
We tried to see him, and it was impossible.
Yeah, we couldn't.
I knew he was
couldn't
going to
get there.
win.
But
I
it's
just
okay.
absolutely knew
So we
it.
were driving around the airport, right?
And Kalen's hanging out the window going, build the wall.
Yes.
Build the wall.
And this was in front of all the protesters that were out in front of the airport. And we're in my car. I'm like, really? We're in my car. You don't bring this upon me right now.
Yeah.
And so he was shouting out the window.
Build the wall.
But
Build
you couldn't
the
even get
wall."
in, huh?
No.
No.
Yeah.
was
okay.
And we
Really
left way
disappointing.
early.
Yeah.
Way early. And we still couldn't get in.
Yeah.
And, but I did get an AR-15 pointed at me that day. Or something like one.
Oh,
No
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I tried to go in the back way to the airport.
Yeah, he was in a different vehicle.
No,
he was trying to sneak around.
They chased me down. I was in my little Toyota truck, and these two black SUVs pulled out crossways in front of me, and those guys got out, and they were armed to the teeth. I stopped.
Men in black, huh?
I stopped. Let me tell you, I stopped. And okay, I was
you
just.
have my
I
attention.
understand.
I get it. I get it. Can I back up now, or is it just too late?
Did you say I got one of those? I know what they do.
No. I wasn't going there. Oh yeah, I got one of those. You want to see it? No, Randy. No, bad Randy. I just did. My
I didn't mean
hands
you
up.
had it with you.
Come on, you know how I roll.
Did you have a Trump shirt on?
No, I did not have a Trump shirt on. Didn't have.
But they said that's it, huh?
That was it. They just got out and really politely demanded that I leave.
Politely demanded.
So yeah, I just politely turned around and I split. And that was the end of that. I told Tammy,
that's cool.
I'm going home. I think I'm on a list. So
Oh, you're on a list, all right.
it's the naughty list.
I knew. For me, it was
Oh,
beyond
wow!
a shadow
I haven't been
of a
watching the
doubt.
time. We gotta go to break.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
Don't forget the station break.
yeah, I almost forgot it. So what is it? 1410 a.m. The Patriot is what you're listening to,
And
we'll
104.3.
we'll be here for
FM.
another 3 hours. 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. All right, we'll be back in 2 and 2. All right, we are back. Tried to troubleshoot during the break, and it's whole another deal. We are back, and we tried to troubleshoot during the break, and it doesn't look like it worked at all. But I think everybody's back. Yes? You guys' mics working? So you can't hear, but you got mics, yes? If you're not saying anything, how do you know you don't have a mic? Just because you can't hear doesn't mean you don't have a mic. Can you talk into the mic?
Oh, well, I thought you could see me shaking my
They
head.
don't have a mic either.
You can't hear me talk?
So
I
something-
can hear me talk.
There you go. Now you're back.
I'm,
There we are. Okay, you guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you, finally.
Randy. Yeah, there's Randy again. So I guess we are back. I don't like this.
Check your mic, Tom.
Testing. One,
Yep.
2, 3,
Bill?
4.
We do have
Okay.
some new California statewide results.
Excellent.
Gavin Newsom, 34%. John Cox, 27%. Antonio, 12%. And Travis, 11%.
All right. Well, we got our top two.
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
we
That's
do.
awesome. That's what we wanted.
So that's a start.
Good.
All right. So I think we're all back up and running now again.
Yes, we are. And
Okay.
during the break, Randy filled the queso bowl.
He brought me a bowl of queso. I mean, a big
my
bowl.
goodness.
I got
That's a
bowl.
5-gallon bucket.
Yes, it is. So,
The good news is Dianne Feinstein's only got 43%.
okay. I'm worried about the sheriffs. Where are we at there?
We're still
I
stuck
think-
at the same numbers we were stuck at an hour ago.
38, 31, and 30.
Yes.
That
Okay.
sheriff race, man, that's going to be
They haven't updated
a real
anything.
trip.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. That's my favorite one. I feel like, I got a dog in the fight over there.
Yes, you do.
I don't know why. I just feel that way.
Because you actually do.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Is
Well, I've
it a
been-
big dog or?
It's
Well,
a
I've been-
big dog.
I've been told so much that, I don't even have a dog in the fight. What am I worried about?
You have a dog in the fight in Sutter County for sure.
Well, good.
And you have a little chihuahua in the fight in Yuba County.
Oh, no. Not at all. No dog in the fight. Ask Andy,
It's a little chihuahua.
which sounds like he's going to be there for another 4 years.
You can be like me. I've probably got about a mouse in the fight in Yuba County because I purposely don't spend any money in Yuba County.
But it's your mouse. It's
Yes,
yours.
it is
So
mine. That's right.
You still have something in the fight. But anyways, regardless.
Yeah, Yuba County hasn't updated their results since 804. So
Okay.
they only did
You bought your
did one
trucks in
release.
Yuba County, didn't you?
Oh no,
No.
no, Sutter County. If
that's
if
right.
I run out of gas in Yuba County, even if I'm at the AM PM, I'll get my gas can and walk over the bridge to Yuba City.
Wow. That's pretty stout right there. I mean, dang, I ain't spending any money here.
I don't want to give that extra 1 penny, man, because
gotcha.
I'm just. I was so against them doing that, and I listened to all the hype when that went down, and then immediately afterwards, I saw all the new toys they got.
Yeah.
Well, that was for the children.
Yeah, we did it for the children.
Well, that's always the way it goes.
Yes.
It's for the children.
Yes.
Remember Preet Didsball's
Yes.
campaign ad? For the
Yes.
children. For
Yes.
the children. For the children.
Well, we need a woman on the council.
Kaylin, are you at Brandon Barnes's party? He just said the mayor of Live Oak is our server, LOL.
The mayor
Is that
of
at,
Live Oak.
they're at Betty's. That's where Brandon's party is.
Yes.
Which we would have been at, but you signed us up for this gig.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
I don't think Betty's has got as good a queso as this.
No, nobody's got better queso than this.
well, I'm glad he's having is he having a good time there?
It sounds like he's been texting me.
Well, I'd like to wait until another set of results comes out before we call anybody because right now
Okay.
it's too close to call.
Yeah.
I mean, all they're doing right now is biting their nails.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Hey, somebody else is playing sound bites.
Jake Abbott.
for our request for Butte County results, I'm trying. They're just not making it easy. Their website is
Hey,
not
hey,
great.
Hey, I got Alton Wrights queued up here. Listen to this. Was the day election day?
Oh, he was out there beating the pavement. I saw him out there waving his flag, his sign.
No,
and
I don't even know if the guy smokes or not. I don't know, but I thought it would. Just get that result.
Now, I think you're having problems in Butte County because they got some guy out there with a hand crank.
That's the problem with Butte County.
Yeah, they're operating out of Palermo.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, they probably don't
Trailer
even have
Park
internet.
Central.
They don't have internet. That's why they can't update their
They don't,
website.
they don't have that newfangled thing, the internet out there in Palermo. Hey, you know,
They took that guy down off
check
the
it-
barn that was holding that
check it out.
coat hanger up there near.
Check it out. You know, they thought for a while that the toothbrush was been invented right here in Oakyhurst, and it wasn't. They found out that it was invented in Palermo, and if it would have been invented anywhere else, it would have been a teeth brush. This was in Palermo and came out with a toothbrush. So, yeah, that's kind of the inside joke there. That's how you know where it was invented. But no, they found remnants of the first toothbrush ever out there in Palermo.
Remnants.
I remember one time we
That's
were
my
working
opinion.
on a
That's
house
my
in
opinion.
Palermo, man, and we had the
Oh, come on. You were working on a trailer in Palermo. You were working on something in Palermo.
we had a paper and wire on one day. We came back the next day, and all the windows were gone.
Yeah. I believe it. I believe it. You know, I worked at Station 72 there in Palermo, and I had a fire chief. And this fire chief would come by every day, and he'd go, Reichard, how comes the flag still up? Why isn't the flag down? It's getting dark. Why isn't the flag down? Every day for like 3 months. And I'm like, man. Finally, one day I was out of the academy a little early, so I went out and I pulled the flag down. That guy comes by and he goes, Reichard, did you even put the flag up today? Why is the flag down, sir? Really? Come on, man. Yeah, so yeah, I worked in Palermo. We got some of the strangest calls in Palermo, man.
Oh, I can imagine.
You would get, you know, it was that.
Let's find
time-
that toothbrush.
Oh,
Don't
man.
give us any details.
No,
man.
no.
I don't wanna know.
Every time we'd roll out and there was somebody who had a seizure, they would have everything in the kitchen shoved in this guy's mouth or the lady's mouth. Man.
What?
You know, they didn't want them to swallow their tongue. Impossible to swallow your tongue, but they always heard that, you know, in a seizure you could swallow your tongue, so you got to put something in their mouth. You go out there, and I mean, it was always something. Broke teeth and everything else. And you can't make this stuff up.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it was an interesting ride in Palermo. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Good experience.
Oh, yeah, good experience for a brand new firefighter. Let me tell you, you learn to deal with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Cat in a tree? No way, man. They just shoot it out. You got to deal with everything else.
Or cut the tree down.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, that was good times, though. I missed that job.
Yeah, I can tell.
Because I'll tell you what, every time the beep, beep, beep went off and the roll-up door went off, you never knew what you were going to in Palermo, man. I'll tell you what, it
Yeah.
was just a crapshoot.
Exciting.
Somebody fell down. Okay, well, we're going to a fall. You roll the guy over and he's got 3 bullet wounds in him. I
I was just going to ask you, did you wear a bulletproof vest?
No, not at that time.
Yeah.
Yep, now we know where he fell
So-
down.
So yeah, rocket surgery, man.
Oh, yeah, well, that's all the time. All the time. Good old
Oh,
Palermo. The trailer park without the park.
Yeah, Butte County's just not giving it up. I'm pretty sure they just don't have internet.
You've never been to Rock Springs, Wyoming, have you?
Nuh-uh.
You want
Is
to see a lot of and they all got the tires on their roof, and I was like,
Yeah.
why do they? It's to keep the trailers from blowing away.
Yeah, because the tires are gonna do that. I thought it was just to keep them mobile
And
so
I'm
they
not
could move
joking.
easy.
I've never seen so many trailers in my life, and old tires up on the roof.
It's the trailer park without the park, huh?
So the sheriff with all the drugs was from Butte County. That's Monty Hecker saying.
Yeah, I tried.
Oh, he was from
It's
Butte
just
County?
not here.
Well, Yuba and Sutter are here. Of course, they're sort of stuck in a time loop.
Yuba's not updated. I keep refreshing
804.
it. Yeah, 804 is the only.
Sutter County's
Result.
807.
Well, at least they were hot on it at 8:04. Now we're just in limbo.
Yeah.
They counted both of them.
Twice. They wanted to be sure.
You know what? In Palermo, you get to you get to vote as many times as you have teeth.
Oh my god!
It's a real low turnout.
Yeah, it is.
I go to all medals in Palermo a lot. I'm never going again.
Most people in Palermo have to clap their gums together when they go vote, so they can't see they don't have any teeth.
You better be nice, Jason.
You might have to work in Palermo one of these days.
I heard that's where the new
We're sending you back to Palermo, boy.
the trailer of the decade is going up.
I was just going to say, I don't think they're going to be building any buildings of the decade in Palermo.
It's going to be the first mid-rise trailer.
There you go.
It's a mid-rise trailer, mixed use mid-rise trailer.
They call that a school in Palermo. Oh, wow.
Can they hear us there?
Yeah,
No, they have no internet.
Oh yeah, they took the guy.
But all
with
they got to have is an AM radio. I went through Palermo the other day to get to our property,
Hey.
and guess what? I could hear it just fine.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
could hear it all the way up to the property.
are you
No.
sure you weren't on KMYCradio.com?
No, I wasn't. I was in my truck.
Oh.
KMYC radio, I didn't have the internet.
The Patriot, 1410 AM and 104.3 FM.
We'll reach to Berry Creek from here.
Remember, that was one of the issues, I think, in District 5.
No internet.
Yes, no internet.
That's it. No internet.
Yuba County District
Alt-right
5.
was going to fix that.
Well, they took that guy from Palermo with the coat hanger and they put him in Linda because they got that penny raise. So he's like, "There's a."
Oh man, it wasn't the penny raise that got him.
What is the highest point in Linda? That's where he is.
I thought we were sitting on it.
That's
you, Jason.
Maybe he's up on the
He's
roof.
out there holding the wire up right now. Oh man, no, this is just too much fun. We're really having way more fun than we should be, and getting paid for it.
Well,
Like I
hey.
said, I'm still waiting. Still waiting for that check.
Checks in the mail.
So,
Yep. Yeah, I heard all about it.
So,
You have any more songs you want to play us?
I want to know if there's actually anybody out there that's
Boys,
going to
where
listen
is-
to us
I
for
can
4
get
hours.
into Butte County, but there's no results anywhere.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was on their website.
Yeah.
They do have a website. They just can't update it very often.
so where was David Joyce? Is he at the bottom?
Hold on, I gotta get back.
He
to
was
mine.
third, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's running around his house. 99999.
Let me
Oh,
scroll all the
boy.
way down. Well, we could repeat some of these for some people who weren't listening when we gave it out.
Want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Yep. Francisco Revelis, man, he's killing it.
He's knocking them dead.
Knocking 'em
97%. Good going, Frank.
You know
Hey.
what, though?
We love you, man.
If anybody would have ran against him, I think it would have been the same
The
thing.
same app. Yep.
So,
that
Yeah.
guy is rock solid, man, and I hardly ever say that about anybody that's in.
just in case anybody
Running for
hasn't
anything.
heard this, I'm going to play this real quick. This is a special one. This is a special.
Who's this going out to,
This,
Jason?
this is a special one. What it is it's a ad that I made up for somebody really near and dear to me, and I did this ad for him because he came out on Facebook and had a complaint. So here we go.
Candidate for Sutter County Sheriff. I've been the target of numerous false allegations and online bullying by supporters of one of my opponent's campaigns. One of these more recent allegations was that I had a home foreclosure. While I sympathize with anyone who has had to go through a home foreclosure, it's just not true. Around our community. If you see something online, don't repost it, don't retweet it, don't believe it.
Unless it's
any
on the
advice of
radio.
ours.
To listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just
So there you go.
I like it.
Well, online bullying is bad.
And we got a question. How's the race going for governor?
Okay. How's it going?
Statewide, we have with there was 15% on some of the early ones. Come on, Politico. With 14.5% of the precincts reporting, we have Gavin Newsom at 33.4, John Cox at 27.3, Antonio Villaraigosa at 11.4, and Travis Allen at 11.2. Those damn polls were lying.
Can you read the top two again? What was
That
Gavin?
would be John Cox and Gavin Newsom.
Okay, what was Gavin Newsom at?
33.4
And
and
was
27.3.
Wow.
Oh boy.
That's pretty good. I mean,
That's
that really is. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, and only 14% of the states reported, right?
14.5% of the precincts.
Okay. Because I'm 33 and a half.
Yeah, I was 33.5 about 50 years ago.
So, anyways, I'm glad you threw that half in there. But anyways,
So I don't think we're out of the woods on that one yet, man.
nope, we're not. But you know
By
what?
no means.
It's good to know that we're in the running.
Yes.
I mean, at least we got somebody in the running.
that's a fact.
Just think about all
Can you imagine if we would have got all the votes for the Republican, like we tried to tell people?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to just bring up. If all
Okay.
those people would have just
Stuck to their guns and just sucked it
Oh
up.
no, those polls are lying. Bob
Liar, 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 liar,
Bag
liar.
Dog Bob told us.
Yep. Well, and that's the whole thing, folks, is, just think. Stop and think.
Give the Sutter County sheriff results again. Somebody's asking.
38%, 31%, and 30% if it's the same.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same. Hang on.
38% was
Brandon Barnes.
Let me refresh. Just
Houck,
in case.
31, and Jeff Pierce, 30.
30.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pierce was
They're
ahead of
all,
Houck a while
they're
See this
all
mine?
very close.
See, this mine is a steel
Yes. Steel trap.
on stuff that I want to remember, like the toothbrush. Hang on, I got it quick.
All right. So it's unchanged, right? It hasn't been
Yeah, it hasn't
refreshed or
been
anything.
Updated for another hour and 20 minutes.
Oh boy.
Come on, Donna. Get those fingers running.
Hawk 2.
it's going to be a long
Donna
night.
today.
I'm never going to be able to think about brushing my teeth anymore.
Well, at least not a Polaro,
without,
huh?
without thinking about this toothbrush program.
What are you looking for?
Chris.
And
Anyway.
Yuba County Sheriff, in case people didn't hear, we had a strong presentation out of the gate by Ruesser.Anderson.
So that's a landslide.
It's a wrap.
Yes, it's a landslide. It's 76%. So,
So I'm going to hand it to Ting for even getting in there and trying. I think he was a little late to the game.
yeah.
Yeah. And
I have to give you guys a quick little thing from the Facebook Live. This is from a Bradley Burns. I never thought I'd have to jump on Facebook to see my dad live. We're going to switch it out one more time.
I never thought I'd jump on Facebook and see my dad live. I'll bet he never thought that. I would have never thought that.
That was kind of funny.
yeah, so yeah, this one goes out to you, Brad.
Oh,
I thought it was Vince. I was thinking Vince.
No, that's my other boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met him at your birthday party.
Yes.
Yeah. I was just thinking Vince.
will you give the Sutter DA results again? Because that also was not too far of a spread. I know Amanda was in the lead, but it was not that far of a spread.
hang on. Before you give that, I've got a race opening just for the DA race. Check this out. Randy's looking like he could use a toothbrush right about now.
Woo! Usually you do that right after he takes a drink of something and it starts coming out his nose.
Here it comes.
Is that stuff coming out of your nose?
Fire.
Oh boy.
So DA 56.58% for Amanda Hopper and 40.93% for Chris Carlos. And
All right.
2.5% for write-in. Write-in. They don't even have Jeminer's name up.
What was the percent for write-in? There was a percent?
For
2%.
2.49. 2.5%.
That'll go up by the end of the night because you think about it, they're still, like I said earlier, they're doing the ballots that were in before she actually threw her hat in, and so I figure you'll see Dupre pull off some of Hopper's and probably some of Carlos's by the end of the night. So I would be willing to bet money that one runs till November at this point. If anybody wants to take that bet.
Well, when I was out just shooting the breeze with people today,
Yeah.
I actually worked today too. I want to clarify that. But
Well, yeah, you were working for the radio show as a reporter, right? That
Yeah.
pays more.
there was a lot of rumor out there, or
Really?
I wouldn't say
Rumor?
different speculation. You know what I mean?
Really?
People were saying, "Well, I heard this," and the next guy would say, "Well, I heard that." So it was quite interesting.
A lot of scuttlebutt.
Yeah, but it was on people's mind,
Oh, yeah.
and the people were talking about it that I ran into and talked about the election. So
Well, that's good. People should be informed. They should be aware. They should be informed of what their elected servants are doing
sure,
and
Yes.
be paying attention and hold them in, and if they're doing some shady stuff, they ought to be held accountable
and
rather than holding other people accountable for some things.
yeah, and the people are, I think, gaining and getting more involved.
Well,
I mean-
it's like I told you, I'm not going to disclose who I ran into or where, but, I ran into somebody who worked for them at the other, at a sheriff's department and knew about us, didn't know who I was, but we started talking. He's like, oh, after he found out who I was, he says, you can't say anything on the radio. And I said, don't worry, I won't say anything. You're safe with me.
Aren't you saying
But-
something?
But I didn't say who. I didn't, whatever.
Okay.
I have a source that I can't reveal.
Okay.
But no,
The source you can't reveal.
it was amazing at how much he disclosed about what was going on in his sheriff's department, and was really cool about it, and it actually heard about the show here. So I think we're making a little bit of an impact. Maybe not much. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple people who are upset. And
Which sheriff department are you talking about?
Can't say.
Hey, there's
It's
always
a sheriff's department.
there's always a little
side of
bit
the river?
more
Yeah.
info out there.
There is.
That's for sure.
And I ran into him at. Well, never mind.
Never mind.
Can't
Never
even go there
mind.
either.
Can't go there either.
So
Hey, I bet it was in Randy Fletcher's district, though.
You don't know which county.
you have no idea what county it was
No. You just never know.
Your secret is safe.
Okay.
That's good.
But they were in range of the Yuba Sutter political spotlight.
But check it out. This is what else is interesting: is we don't always just talk about politics. Everybody learned a little bit about the toothbrush tonight, also.
Yes, the
history of the
teeth brush.
So, I guess the Facebook Live is working now. The bad part about it is you know what Santos costs now, or nobody's getting paid tonight except for Santos.
Dang it.
Yes, it is.
It's okay. He's worth it.
I know he is, but it's just it was all in a little. It was literally $1.89 cable. $1.89 cable fixed that whole issue.
Oh.
Oh well, it's fixed. We're good to go.
Tam-
It only took an hour and a half.
Tammy gets paid.
Yeah.
Was it
Tammy's
the
getting a
$1.99
bonus.
cable that fixed it, or that was the problem?
The $1.99 cable was the problem.
Okay.
Whatever that cable was called fixed it. I went to Guitar Center the other day and bought every
No.
cable I could find
No,
and pieces of and everything else. So it was pretty awesome.
Usually, you get what you pay for.
Yes.
Right?
You get check it out. It goes like this.
Chris has fleas.
You get what you pay for
I don't
and you
know
pay
why
for
he's
what you
going
get.
over there like this.
No, it wasn't. the cable you have,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, your cable was not the problem. It was my $30 cable that was the problem.
Oh. Well, mine's a monster cable. I don't think it was $1.99.
Okay, well, whatever. All I know is have extra cables. Whenever you go to a radio station, have every extra piece and part you can possibly imagine, and you can tote with you. Because something's going to break, especially with me at the helm of it.
And you got some more pieces parts the other day at Guitar Center.
Yes, we're going to soon have our own studio. In-house studio. So we won't have to come over here anymore. We can just come over and hit the button and leave.
When you get a chance there, we'll see how Doug Lamalfa's doing. I want to see how that gal's doing that's running against him.
She's not doing very good.
Good.
That's District 1 Senate. Huh?
Is that studio going to be in Baraqua?
No.
Yes.
No.
No, we'll have
that
free
guy's
speech
not
there.
allowed.
It's
It's in the free speech zone.
Yes.
In Baraqua.
Yes.
Is there a free speech zone in Baraqua?
No.
No. They
There
take
is
you to
none.
jail right away.
Yes.
They take you to jail right away.
Where's Baraqua guy?
No questions.
I can bring him up. He's here. I got him in a little cell back here. We towed him around with us. He's a good one to have around.
Doug Lamothe, this is with 26% of the vote counted, is 51.2%.
Oh, good strong showing.
Audrey Denny is at 16%, and Jessica Holcomb is at 12.8%. And the rest are followers.
The rest are followers. Here's your buddy from Bawakwa.
This is outrageous. Where are the armed men who come in to take the protesters away? Where are they? This kind of behavior is never tolerated in Boracua. You shout like that, they put you in jail.
Right away.
Right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists.
All of us.
You're stealing,
No
right to
toothbrush.
jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail. Right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail.
Oh,
You
sweaters.
undercook fish, believe it or not, jail.
Oh,
You
man.
overcook
Chicken.
chicken,
Biscuit.
also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up,
Gallina.
believe it or not, jail, right away.
Los
We have the
Dentes.
best patients in the world.
They have the best patients in the world because if you make an appointment and you don't show up, jail.
Yeah.
They have a
to jail.
special jail for journalists. You know what, though? At least we're all together in Bawakwa.
There you go.
When we go to jail, we're all together. So
Yes,
makes it
yes.
kind of nice.
We're all in this together.
Yes, we are.
Right?
We either hang together or we'll surely hang separate. And that's the way
Well,
it
it's like
goes.
David Joyce. You don't clean up your yard, jail.
Jail.
You
Exactly.
You don't cut your grass, jail.
You don't paint your wheelbarrow? Jail.
Right away.
Can I
That's
make
right.
one clarification before we go further?
Before we go further down this road.
Because if you throw a bunch of knuckleheads on the radio, you can't call them journalists. I'm sorry. You just cannot get away with
Hey,
that.
we can call ourselves anything we want.
We're in a free speech zone. We're journalists.
Hey, I want a press badge. Did I mention that?
You want a press badge?
Yes.
Okay. But it's going to
Can we print some of those up tonight?
Well, if I had a printer, but I'll have.
Well, I'm done printing out ballots, so I'll start printing those now.
Can you check? Can you check? Can you check the polls again
I'm
for sheriff?
refreshing
Yes,
all the
I'm-
time.
They're-
I
and
wanna
they're
hear-
not updating.
I want to hear a
Okay.
good song, Jason.
You want to hear a good song?
Yes.
Apparently, we do have to be here till midnight
Like
because they're
Purple
not
Haze
updating.
or something.
We might.
Yes. Give us a good song.
Okay, I'm going to give you a good snippet of a song. It's about a minute.
Hey,
Okay.
ask Santos if he can get the player back online.
The player
Yeah, the radio live feed
Oh,
on the internet.
on the internet.
on the internet.
I don't see Santos
Yeah,
anymore.
he just, passed
he
you
just
back.
passed you.
Okay, hang on. Let me get this
But,
going,
yeah,
and then
we
I'll.
got to have some music, man.
So we're all back.
That was a short song.
Well, I said it was
Yeah.
about a minute.
Oh, didn't seem like a minute.
Well, it was a full minute.
You can put on some 60s or 70s or some good rock and roll.
I don't.
Good
I don't.
old rock and
I don't
roll.
have any of that. Sorry.
Hillbilly rock. and
How
roll.
about Genesis? You got any
There,
Genesis?
Genesis, Boston.
Oh, come on, guys. Let me see what I got here real quick.
White Snake.
Oh man.
Hot Tuna.
Boy, Bill, man, he's from way back there, ain't he? Good grief. How old are you, man?
I don't even know how long this is.
Hot tuna.
All right, so there you go.
Nikki
We're back.
says, "Go get him, Papa Burns."
Oh man,
That's awesome. Yeah, we're still showing. I updated the results, and John Cox is still in there in the running with Gavin Newsom. John Cox has 26%, and Gavin Newsom has 35%. So the rumors out there are not true, according to what I've looked at 3 different websites now, and they're all showing that Cox and Newsom are the front runners. So
That's awesome.
yeah. So they're going to have a runoff.
Well, that's okay. My
Beautiful.
SutterCounty.org is still, last updated was June 5th, 2018. No election results have been posted.
Yeah, and these governor results are with 16% reporting. So maybe somebody's projecting because some of the heavily Democrat areas haven't reported, and maybe that's where they're getting those results. But somebody's telling me that it's going to be the 2 Democrats, and I'm like, I don't see that.
You don't see
are
that
you
happening?
getting that like coming in from above, like radar
Yes.
love, or what?
Yes, I have a direct connection.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
direct connection.
Okay.
No, if I had that, I'd know, and I'd tell you. We'd all know what the outcome is.
okay.
But no, I'm just getting text messages
So,
and stuff.
Our Facebook Live, I want to put a shout out to Nikki Coates. She's a friend, or her family is a friend of the Missler family, John Missler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's what she told me. She said her mom and dad were good friends with Misslers.
Excellent. We like Missler.
Oh, yes, we do, but it's not looking well for him. Do we have any updates
It's
on
not
the...
looking well for either county because they haven't updated
Well,
it
yeah, if they'd
in an hour
update,
and a half.
it may have changed
Something.
because it was an early.
Count
That's
by
one thing.
ballot.
They forgot to
it
put
up.
that on that
Hey.
survey. Do you want your elections updated?
Yes.
Check it out.
Yes.
It's like that little guy in Baraqua says, I don't care who votes, I care about who counts the votes.
Yeah, he says that all the time.
Yes.
I've heard him say that.
Something's fishy.
Well, hey, if anybody's bored, you can go to that yubacity.net website, and they have a little survey you can take on their homepage.
I
It
can't
says
get any
survey
service.
here.
Survey.
There's all kinds of hot spots. Just pick one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in here.
I've always had it before, but
Yeah. Fill out that survey on yubacity.net.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go to their homepage, yubacity.net. It says, we want to hear from you. And click on survey here.
Yeah, and you can put some personal comments in the bottom, right? And tell them what you think of more taxes. I'm sick of more taxes.
Here we go. I got something for Randy
I'm sick of
Fletcher.
hearing about the homeless.
I had bets. I had some bets against Randy Fletcher, so I put this together for him. So here we can listen to this real quick. But it doesn't sound like this comes into play. But maybe with the next update it will. So here we go. You can tell, but that's a little bit slower than it actually should be. We did that especially for Randy, so we could burn up more time without actually answering the question. So it's
I
a
could
run
not tell.
run out the
I just
clock
thought the
feature right
night
there
was
for Randy.
dragging on, man.
Let's just run that clock out. Oh, we're back up to normal speed now.
Ask if I'm gonna be a wise man when I ask about the You left me.
You know, I was talking to my sister tonight before the radio show, and she goes, Jason, she says, you know, I think you found it. She says, you've always enjoyed poking people with a stick. And she says, you know, this is just, she said,
This
you
is
really
right
missed
up
your
your
calling.
alley,
She
huh?
said, you really missed your calling. She says, because you've been practicing for this your whole life.
Yeah, it reminds me of Rush Limbaugh's little slogan. He says, "You know where smart Alex like you end up on the radio."
Check it out. My well, I guess he was a drill sergeant, and then he came to fire, and he was one of my fire captains for quite a while. Brian Herrera was the guy's name, and he always used to tell me, Reichard, it's not a good day until you hurt somebody emotionally.
Words to live by, apparently.
So I try and follow that every day, and you know what? I have a lot of good days.
Well,
a lot of good days.
That explains why there are no people who are kind of on the fence about you. They either love you or they hate you.
Yeah, there's no
in between.
And if I ain't poking you with a stick, I don't like you. That's just the
Exactly.
way it is. I'll
Yeah.
leave you alone. I could care less. Except for I got one special guy in my heart right now. that I do poke with a stick that I don't even really know.
Well, you
him,
don't know him, so you
but he's right
you
there.
can't hate him if you don't know him.
Yeah, but he's right there, and it's just it's some of the things that he says and the way he says them. It isn't about him at all. I don't know the guy personally.
Yeah.
But it's just whenever you want to be sheriff really, really, really bad, and then you want to whine about somebody poking you with a stick and online bullying you, but you want to be the sheriff, kind of doesn't go hand in hand, buddy.
No.
There's always going to be somebody out there wanting to poke you with a stick as a sheriff.
Yeah.
I talked to Joe Hendricks last night, and he said that he had to acclimate pretty quickly to getting poked with the stick.
Yes.
And he handled it with grace.
Yes,
And
that's
you know
what most of them do.
Yes.
It's a campaign.
Yes.
You know how many times I was poked with a stick whenever I was running? More than once.
Yes.
And you know what? Honestly, guys, I live my life pretty clean. I'm pretty much Teflon. They ain't much that sticks. And I got more crap thrown at me than you could possibly imagine. I thought it was kind of funny. I mean, it was kind of interesting. Literally after that, for like a year after that, whenever we'd go to the store, I'd go hang out in the alcohol aisle just to see if anybody could go by and look and shake their head and wonder, because I got called an
Because that was the
alcoholic.
rumor.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you were a drunk.
Yep,
I was an
apparently.
alcoholic, so I spent a lot of time in the booze aisle there for a while just to see if anybody looked cross-eyed at me.
Begging for booze.
Yeah.
I remember when I showed up in California, I was living in Alaska. I was about 13 years old, and I was hanging out with a bunch of Indians up in the hills.
Ooh.
And one of these guys, big brother, he was probably about 20 years old. He poked me with a stick.
Like literally?
Oh, man, he just rammed a baseball bat right into my gut one night. Just for fun, I guess.
Just for fun.
Well,
Yeah,
Oh
it
my gosh.
doubled me over and knocked the wind out of me, and I didn't even know what was up.
it's for fun.
Yeah.
Where's he buried?
The look Tom just
I
gave
was
us
not-
was in that
I wasn't big
conversation
enough
right
to
there.
handle that guy, let me tell you. Yeah.
Oh, man.
goodness.
That's the only
Yeah.
time I ever got poked with a stick.
Well, I use it as a metaphor. I don't think
Yes.
I've ever actually poked anybody
Yeah.
with a stick, but boy, they sure feel like they've been poked with a stick. So,
Hey, that John Bon Jovi song,
yes.
he also has a rendition of Dr. Hook's song Sylvia. Have
Oh,
you ever
really?
heard it?
I've got it.
You've got it.
Hang on.
Dr. Hook, or you've
stand
got
by Dr. Hook. I
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
I don't.
Well,
do
Bon
the other.
Jovi, he did an excellent job on that song Sylvia too.
Really?
And
Did he sing about Sylvia's mother too?
Sylvia's mother. Yeah.
I sure wish they'd update these
That-
results.
Hey, we should call him.
You know who else is killing it in Yuba County? Clint Curry.
Well, yeah.
Check it out. Just to,
Not
just
unopposed, right?
Yeah.
I got it.
How's Nate
98%.
Black doing, man? Shout out to Nate Black. Rock solid guy.
Hey, you people down in District 43, Maxine Water, 68%. Right on, brothers.
Okay, this is for Tom. Is it gonna play?
This is.
Huh. Crazy how a song like that can bring back some memories, huh? Just about
man.
where you were, what
Hey.
you were doing, and
It don't get no better than that,
And so
man.
we got some impactful news here.
oh, okay. Let's turn this down. Go
Oh,
ahead, Bill.
Of course, it's statewide because Yuba and Sutter County
Go
can't get
ahead.
their crap.
Go ahead.
Well, they
Bill,
need- they
cut
need-
in on
they need a
that
penny
beautiful
more.
song.
But
Give us the crap load.
Travis Allen has stormed ahead of Antonio Villaraigosa.
Oh, Antonio.
right.
What?
Wow.
11.2% to 11.1%.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
How's the other top two doing?
He's still 15% behind John Cox.
Okay.
Sutter County has an update.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
I had to go to another device to get. I don't
Stop. What are we doing?
know.
Sheriffs.
Yeah, do sheriff.
yes.
Oh.
We're waiting.
I
on
don't
you.
have it. We're
Oh, I
on
thought you were gonna, because you
No.
got music,
I
intro
got
music.
sheriffs right
Okay,
here.
We're
sheriff.
organized down here. Don't forget
think
it.
we're not.
Drum roll, please. Now, Brandon Barnes, 38%.
Oh.
He's still at 38%, 38.14. Dennis Hauk is at at 31%, and Jeff Pierce is 30. Those haven't
Still the
changed.
same. Same.
That's what I tell you. The percentages don't change. But this is as of 9:48. So
Okay.
the other results we were looking at were from 9:07.
So it is still the same.
Percentages are the same.
Okay, but now
That's
hang on.
17 of 50 precincts, Tim.
It's almost
17
10
of 50.
o'clock, man. I got to get to bed.
2 more hours. 2 more hours.
You're not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere. We're only halfway through this show,
If
buddy.
I have to be here, you have to be here. All right, DA. Let's see if there's any change there.
Thank you, Donna.
We
What
better-
was it before? Because now it's Amanda Hopper's 58 and Chris Carlos is 41.
That's about the same. I think
It's the
he's
same.
about
The same?
56.
It says 17 out of 50.
Nate is dormant him, baby. 100%.
100%.
We love you, Nate.
Yeah, Nate, rock solid. Hey, I think I'm going to go check the perimeter.
Do a
Yeah,
perimeter
out here
sweep.
on Mount Hood.
Do a perimeter
yeah.
sweep.
If you wait another like 5 minutes, we got to take a break anyways.
Oh, okay.
So just give it a minute before you do a perimeter
Yeah.
check.
I just want to make sure no one's sneaking up on us.
Hey, that's from our olden days whenever we used to go to the mountains together.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
Okay, let's do
see
a.
how Measure
remember-
Z is doing. Measure
Oh,
Z,
yeah.
half of the people are counted. Measure Z says 70% no, we don't want any stinking Yuba City out in our county.
Imagine that. Huh.
That's quite a statement.
So
what was the percentage on that, Bill?
69.95.
All right. Hey, good for them people.
yeah.
Sutter
I'm
County's
behind them.
Darren Gill ought to be really upset about that. He thought he had a sure thing there.
Yeah, but
I
that,
don't think that had a sure thing.
that 1
I
cent,
thought they did.
1 cent sales tax is a sure thing now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not after we get done with
They
it.
don't have any way to pay for it.
We don't have any way to pay
Hey,
for anything.
I just wanted to give an update on the superintendent of schools. It's not really changed, but it's the new numbers. And so Val Dillon still has 45%, Tom Ruesser has 39%, and Joe Hendricks has 14%.
Thank you,
So,
Alfalfa.
sad for me because I'm a Joe supporter.
I'm a Joe
Thank you,
supporter.
Alfalfa.
Hey,
You guys are supposed to tell me.
hey. I talked to Joe last night, and I tell you, I really think that guy's a stand-up guy.
I do.
Yes.
Honey, you
Am I
can't,
alfalfa still?
And,
you can't push
do
him.
it fine.
You got to put him straight down. You can't push him forward after you do it. You got to put him straight down if you don't want to look like Alfalfa. There you go. Nope.
I can't do it.
yeah,
That's good
you're
right
looking
there.
good.
Oh,
Good
man.
thing it's radio.
I see,
Mike found the food.
Mikey showed up at the studio.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey Giraldo?
Yes. Yes.
The
you know,
house
Mikey.
supporter. Oh, send him in here.
Let's give it
Send
to
him in
Mikey.
here.
He
Mike.
can't hear. He doesn't have earphones. He can hear on the radio out there.
We can
Mike, come on
point
in
to
here.
him.
Come into the booth, Mike.
It'll be 5 seconds later.
Yeah. So, perimeter check pretty soon.
He's coming into you.
In
Yeah,
less than 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Hi, Mike.
5 minutes.
Hey,
Come
put
in
your
here.
face up there, Mike.
So we want to give you this because Halk's in second place, so it'll be third by the end of the night. Is what we're thinking. And since you're a big time Halk supporter, we thought maybe you could deliver that to him.
Oh,
I think he would really like it.
what's it say on the bottom, Mike?
Put it right next to his sign
What's that say
out
right there?
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Hawk. You got third place.
Show it.
I heard you guys on the radio, and I just had to see my buddies.
I just had to come by and say hi.
There's some snacks out there.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, yes.
I'm going to prepare
good
him for you. That
stuff.
means he's going to eat them for us. I'm going to prepare you a snack, buddy.
Hey, Yuba County, Terry Hansen, what is going on? You guys haven't updated since 8:04.
I know. What's up with that?
Good Lord.
Well, you know, it's busy
Hey.
over there.
Maybe they're having as good a time as we are.
Yeah, probably.
And they just forgot about counting.
Hey, they're doing a smidge better than Butte County.
Maybe they got a contact high.
Yeah, that could be.
You know, I'm smelling it coming down the road.
Yeah. Well, you are in Yuba County. You know, I'm surprised the water board hasn't done something about that.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be in their realm? They use water to grow marijuana,
You
right?
mean the Air Resources Board?
No, I'm thinking the
Yuba
water
County
board because
Water Agency.
the water agency because it takes water to grow marijuana and they control all the water in Yuba County, right?
Oh, yeah. That's
You're
right.
talking about like a 30,000 square foot greenhouse?
Yeah, something like that. That you think they'd have complete control over that, and want to stomp that out because it's using valuable water that they could be selling, right? I mean, do I have that right, or am I not in the realm there?
The two greatest weapons in the world, mind control and controlling the water supply.
You know what? Let's play something for Andy Vasquez really quick. Hang on.
Okay.
Give me just 1 second here.
We don't want to leave anybody out.
No, don't worry. It's a long night. We ain't leaving anybody out. There ain't nobody walking out here without a stick poke tonight. Where we at? Openings. Nope. Race openings. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Click. Flip. Here we go.
Now, I'm looking over at the window and we see all kinds of bottles. What is it?
Just an idea that, that controlling the water, and yeah, they really believe that they control the water from
Sparky's
apparently.
coming by.
Your crew's out of control here.
I can
They
see that,
forget
but-
it's a radio
but that's all
station.
right. I can shut down Mike, so it's no big deal. You and I are the only one talking right now, so it's all good. I can shut down Mike, no problem.
Yeah, shut down.
There we go. Now I can fire him back up. See, it's nice control. It's all about
You want
control.
some water?
No, but I got to go to a break here in about 50 seconds.
Ooh, yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
So, is there any more updates, or are we good for the break?
We're good for the break.
Then let's break. We'll be back in 2 and 2. And that's.
I don't think it's 2 and 2.
That's
2
always
and
a
2
lie.
and one more 2.
Yes, 2 and 2 and half a 2.
2 and 2 and half a. No. 2 and 2
And half a 2.
And half
then
a 2.
Yeah, that's right. That'll work.
Are you from Palermo?
I worked there once. I ate a brownie once. We'll be right back. All right, we are coming back live from Mount Huth.
We're home now.
Yuba Sutter Political Spotlight. It is election day, if you all haven't noticed. And we're out here. It's not Sunday, and we're here.
Yes. And I did a perimeter check. Nobody sliding up the levee.
Well, Mike slid in. How'd that happen?
That was.
But he brought stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, he brought some Odwalla.
Odwalla?
Yes. And it looks
I did
good.
too. I brought some odd water.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Some odd water? Is that what
Odwalla. Does that come from Palermo?
I'm going
I
to take
doubt
a
it.
drink. Once
Right
I
up
take
the
a drink,
street.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
update yet from Yuba County.
Are you kidding me?
No, I don't know. Are
Well,
they
they're
waiting
gonna-
for tomorrow morning?
Well, they're going to update after we go off the air.
You know what? They probably went home.
They went home. Hey, that's Chris back there making noise. He was just bitching at us about making noise, and now he's making
I
noise.
don't know if you can say that.
Oh, okay, well, don't point it out. He was griping about me making noise, and now he's making noise.
No, I wanna
Yeah,
know-
you. Yeah, you.
What? What?
What?
I dropped my bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like tomorrow is January 1st. I mean, this is like a New Year's party.
This is about how late I stay up on New Year's. So, yeah, I'm going to probably just sleep here tonight.
You probably might have to.
So basically, we're not getting too much updates. Huh?
No, we're not. So,
It's slow going.
Should we check in with the?
But Maxine Waters is keeping her seat, right?
That's right. Maxine
Boy,
Water.
we got to make sure that one, I can't believe that anybody. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Hey, Maxine's constituents, just how stupid are you?
Pretty stupid.
oh, man. Wow.
They got a toothbrush.
I think what's going on, man, is they're building more public housing in her district.
Adam Schiff, he's a shoe-in, too. He's a real idiot.
What about the Garamendi?
Oh,
So-
Brad Sherman. Hey, baby, 60%. Everybody loves Brad. He's got my haircut. Except
Okay.
he's not a conservative.
Odwalla.
I'm looking for
Odwalla.
shout numbers if they've been updated.
It's still 53 and 44.
Jason, you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff.
Hey, we can't have any dead air. You know, you got to talk.
I know, I am. I'm just getting ready to play some stuff, so I'm doing my job. There's 4 of you in there.
No, you got your head down. You look like you're asleep.
I'm not asleep.
I love you, man.
I'm working, dude. Working. I'm earning my money, not just stuffing my face. Yeah, that was pointed at you,
What are
Randy.
you trying to say?
Trying to hurt your feelings.
No, didn't work.
Darn it.
We got some purple chips here too.
Well, you know, I really wished one of the sheriffs would get beat down just a little bit. So we could.
You know, we need to call out.
Want
We
that
need
to happen? Because my guy's in the lead. I'm
I know.
good.
Well, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm good. Well, I wish they would come back to where we had another update before we call them to find, get a little bit closer. What percentage of the of this being? Well, how many precincts are reported in? Do we got a percentage on the votes that are counted?
Oh, it's on this one. Oh, no.
In Sutter County, 17 are in.
17 of what?
17 of 50.
Precincts.
50.
So we're at about a third.
Yeah.
About a third.
51 would be, if we had 51 precincts, we'd be at a third.
Now, when I went to the polls, and they were having me sign in, and I looked at the sheet that I was signing in, the majority of it were mail-in ballots.
Yeah.
There's only a few spaces left for us die-hard, go-to-the-poll types. Now, did you go to the polls today, Bill?
I went and turned my.
You're a mail-in?
I don't get to vote at a poll. I'm in the middle of Yuba City, and if for some reason we can't find a poll there, a polling place, and I hate that. I want to go in. I want to do my civic duty, and
Yes. You want to get the little sticker that says I
got-
voted today? I stuck that on my dog.
I got my sticker. I wish I had your dog here. I'd stick it on him too.
I got my sticker.
Tom's got a cool
I did
dog.
vote today. I went to the polls.
Yeah, my dog. She goes river rafting. She rides motorcycles.
Yeah. Tom
What a-
picks her up with a little handle.
She was. Yeah, I got a little handle for her. But we were down at the shop today, and she had a cat cornered.
All right.
And that cat could clean her clock any time, but she barked at that cat, I think, for about 2 hours solid. And I just thought, I'm going to let her just keep on barking, because it's good exercise.
My dog rides the motorcycle with me, the jet ski. He gets up on the backhoe
Yes.
and lays into the seat with me, and
Yeah. Some dogs just love it, don't they?
he goes everywhere I go, just about.
Wow. I don't understand why Yuba County.
Let's give him a call.
Yeah.
Dog is a
call
man's
him.
best friend.
Like I said, we had this issue before, and what it was it was cached on our devices, and so everybody had already had it downloaded, and it stayed cached, so it wouldn't really refresh. But turned out that there were new results, we just weren't seeing them. So I'm wondering if that's what's happening. But
Can you turn off
Yeah,
your
but
device
no,
and reboot it? Would that help?
I opened it up in a different browser and it didn't make any difference.
Okay.
Had the same numbers.
Okay.
Jason's on the bat phone.
Oh, that means we have a phone call.
Man, that is one fancy phone.
It is one fancy phone.
I'm gonna punch somebody in right now that was at Brandon Barnes's
okay.
party. So I'm gonna punch him in right now. If I can do this, I think I can. Hey, Kaylin, can you hear me? Hey, Kaylin.
We can't hear him.
Hey, Kaylin.
We hear that.
Hey, how are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good. This is the Yuba Sutter Political Spotlight.
Caitlin?
We're looking for an update on the website, but nothing's coming through. 8:04 was the last time.
Yeah, it should be coming pretty soon.
Okay, like what, 5 minutes?
I really am not sure. When did Terry say the next update? Yeah, we don't have an estimated time at this moment.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. We're burning radio time out here on KMYC, the Patriot.
We're watching it closely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So are we live? That's what I want to know.
We're live, but
Yes.
Yuba County has no estimated time for their update. Oh, no.
We're going to have another shot of Odwalla.
Apparently, I'm not very skilled at the phone yet, so I'm trying to figure it out. I couldn't get him. Kalen just left Barnes's party,
Yeah.
and he said they were really upbeat over there, being ahead
Yeah.
by the 7% they're ahead, which ahead is ahead.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. So he said they were really upbeat. We'll give them a call here in a minute. I'd like to see one more update and get at least, close to 50% in rather than 30 to see where we're at before we start calling and woohoo and being happy about it.
He gave me a nice hat last night.
Yep.
At the ice cream social. Yes.
Yeah. I like that hat.
Hey man, that was good ice cream too. Where's that?
It was cash and carry.
Kashgari?
No. No, not this again.
Oh.
Cash and carry.
So who did Bill just call?
He called Yuba County Elections Office, and they have not updated their website yet, and they had no estimated time of when they would update their website. They were very helpful.
Wow. I'm glad we're paying them money to do that.
You're not paying them.
Oh no, I don't have a dog in that fight.
That's my dog.
We got a text from our roving reporter, Larry. He's at the King's Refuge, James Gallagher, District 3 legislature, now giving a speech and praising Amanda Hopper.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. That's nice.
Hey, James. Hey, James. Hey, young James. How's Travis doing there, buddy?
Wow, Bill, that was the loudest I've ever heard you on the radio, ever. I mean, I've got you down all the way at 50%.
Somebody poked him with a stick.
Apparently so. I think it was James Gallagher.
Yeah.
From the sounds of it.
Yeah.
So
he's not doing too good, this guy.
Did you guys ever get anything on Butte County? Nothing, huh?
No, they apparently don't have.
There's no internet there.
Yeah.
Well, no, they moved the elections office to Palermo this year. So that's where we're at. And apparently,
Well, we're going to beat that one to death.
It sounds like
there cranking, but
it sounds like they moved Yuba County elections office to Linda.
Let's give Butte County Elections Office a call. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Let's see. Do they want to publicize their phone number?
No, they knew you were going to be calling them tonight.
They don't have internet. Do they have telephones?
Telephones are coming soon.
Shall we call the voter fraud hotline? Maybe
Hey, there's something fraudulent going on in Butte County.
Now that would be funny.
Well, I guess it's just the general number. Should I? You guys want me to call them?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
That's what's going on in Butte County. Oh, there was an election today? We didn't realize.
I know we are the Yuba Sutter political spotlight, but Butte County is our neighbor. And we got property there anyway, so let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out. They're busy. They're not going to be able to take the call.
Hi, we were just wondering if you had an election update. We're on your website, and we don't see that you have your election results posted. Are you going to have election results posted, or am I not looking?
I would refresh your page because it should be there.
Okay,
It should be
and
right under the new items.
new items. I don't see a new items. I'm on the.
New releases? Ooh, election night results. Yep.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, we got someone in in the room who got them. Thank you so much. We appreciate
No, we
that.
don't.
Oh, all right. Bye. Well, apparently they do.
So,
Well, not if we can't
while
find
you
it.
guys are working on that, I think I'll read this preamble to the Constitution. Okay?
Why not?
It says, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America." Doesn't that sound nice?
Mm-hmm.
It does not mean promote the welfare state either. I just want to clarify.
Well,
that.
they're trying to generalize as much welfare as they can.
Yes.
I still don't see it. I don't know what she's talking about.
I am on a PDF.
Yeah, that's all I found were PDFs.
Mhm.
Those aren't live documents that are updating.
And where were the PDFs from?
Butte County.
Yeah, they had a 2018.
No, when were they from?
They were from now, but it was just like information about the election. It wasn't any results. Past elections, she said it was called new items. I don't see anything.
New releases, I think, is what you meant. Because that's the only. Under news.
Okay, the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof,
Well,
or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition their government for a redress of grievances.
5 parts of the
Yes.
First Amendment.
Yes. But one of my favorites is the Ninth Amendment, and it says the enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people.
All right, so let me see here. I'm trying to get this last one. Where's he at? There we go. So what I did is I went around and I put songs together that we've kind of been playing the whole time for this whole race for the sheriffs. And what I want to do is play each one for each sheriff that we've done thus far. So we'll start off with our favorite, well, my favorite, Tammy's favorite, Brandon Barnes. Then we'll go to Jeff Pierce, and then we'll play Dennis Houcks. But basically what has happened is we went and put these songs together because it kind of reflected who we thought they were, and even they kind of agreed whenever we had them in the studio, at least Brandon Barnes and Jeff Pierce. Houck we haven't really had a chance to talk to him about, but it just fits. You'll see why here in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and play Brandon Barnes's now, and we can take a listen to it, and then we'll play Jeff Pierce. So here at the Yuba Sutter Political Spotlight, that was our pick for Brandon Barnes. We all thought it kind of fit, and so did he. Kind of appreciate it. So
And we're a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll.
yes, we are. So now we got Jeff Pierce. This is our song to him. Now
Go, Jeff.
the little that I know about Jeff Pierce is being a crop duster pilot. You know, he's told us that he's worked on his own truck. I mean, just it fits.
Yes.
And I mean, you know, those guys are just a little bit rough and tumble.
Hey.
Being a crop duster pilot is not necessarily a.
I was going down the highway the other day and a crop duster pilot came by, and I thought he was going to hit that telephone wire, man, or that power line. But this was a low power line, man. He was coming across at probably about 20 feet off the ground and then pulled right up. It was amazing.
All I know is they got to be playing some jamming music in there. Whenever they're doing that job, there's just no two ways about it, because you got to be at the top of your game, and it's not for the faint of heart. I guarantee it. And I've never done it, but I'm just telling you, just watching them, that ain't for the faint of heart. Type Pearson,
And I think you got to love it too.
Well, and it's not going to be somebody who whines about being bullied. I guarantee you that.
Oh no,
bully is not in their
There's
vocabulary.
no whining and crop dusting.
Nope. So
That's
and-
for all you crop duster pilots out
Yep,
there.
that-
There's
you
no
only-
whining and crop dusting.
You only whine once.
That's it. So then we got Dennis Houck. He's the traffic sergeant that's running for sheriff. And never talked to the guy, but I've been told by multiple people he's a very, very nice guy. So we got him last.
Oh, my uniform is so neat as I walk along the street, dressed so nicely from my bottom to the top. All the motorists in sight are incredibly polite, cause they know that I'm a big deal traffic cop.
A big deal.
My buttons is nicely signed. And what have we here? Oh, parked in a loading zone. When a motor car I finds in a set of yellow lines, I just purses up my lips all thin and tight. First I scribbles out a ticket, tears it quickly out and lick it. Then I plucks it on the car with all my might. Bad luck, eh? How I love to see the piles of the cars for miles and miles as they wait for me to send them on their way. If a fellow in the line tries to flash at me a sign, I just smiles and keeps him waiting there all day. But the best thing that I like is to sit upon my bike, waiting carefully behind the nearest tree. When a car comes shooting past, I just gives my horn a blast. When I chase her, oh, there's just no stopping me. Move your car, man, yeah, jy moet nie pas.
Now check it out. Now
That
check
is
it out.
a heck of a song. Boy.
I just talked to a sheriff officer the other day. It was Monday, and no lie, this is what he told me. And he didn't have a dog in the fight. He was a retired guy, and he worked with Dennis Houck whenever he worked over at Yuba County, and he's a retired Yuba County sheriff. And he says, he says Dennis Houck is the candidate of choice if you want to turn the Sutter County Sheriff's Office into a traffic enforcement unit. He said he'd be the man for the job. But he said beyond that, you know what?
That makes a lot of sense.
You better vote for Brandon Barnes.
Hey, we've got an update for California governor. We have 2 winners now, the top 2.
Oh.
Gavin Newsom and John Cox.
Oh, my gosh.
They're already declaring a winner, huh?
What percentages voted?
23.1.
So at 23%, they can tell they've already won. Wow.
But what about all those
That
polls that
sounds
just
fishy.
swore
That's
that
a-
Travis Allen was going to win it?
They're just lying. Those polls were just lying.
Were they on the internet?
Were they conducted by Travis Allen? Because that's the only true poll you can trust is one
Yeah,
that's conducted
that's
by
true.
the candidate himself. So they must not have been conducted by Travis Allen. But the one that I saw that was conducted by Travis Allen had him winning, I thought.
Well,
And that ain't so.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't either.
How that works.
Huh.
Never,
Funny
They
that.
must have counted wrong.
Yeah.
That had to be it.
never forget what Honest Abe said. If it's on the internet, it's gotta be true.
Yeah, you're talking about Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Honest Abe.
I remember when he said that.
Wow. So
I do not like it when those motorcycle cops are hiding in the shade.
There
I don't either.
Yes.
There are no tanks coming into Baghdad now at the moment.
No tanks.
What was that movie? Wag the Dog?
Hey, I got to put out a little shout to Willie B in the morning.
Willie B.
Yes, that he's on 1600 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, and every now and then he'll point it out. He'll say, "Yeah, I was going," and he does it pretty well on the sly. He says, "I was going down this road here, and I seen this motorcycle cop hiding over here." You know.
Is it usually whenever there's one there right then?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but he's trying.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Because I'm one of those guys. Whenever I see a cop perched somewhere, I'm the guy that's flashing his lights at you. I promise.
Yeah. We don't want to see.
I've always wondered if I was ever going to get a ticket or talked to about obstruction of justice or something.
We don't want
doing
to
that.
see a guy that's doing 5 miles over or 8 miles over, lose a pocket full of money for that.
Exactly.
Right.
Like me the other day. 10 miles an hour over. Done deal. Come on, really?
Yeah,
that wasn't even in my car. I was in my
Well, they
pickup.
needed money to buy the internet.
Yeah, that was in Butte County. They were trying to get their
They're
election
working on it.
results up and running.
So help them out a little
They needed
bit.
a truckload of teeth brush.
Butte County's like our cousin. Help out your cousin.
Yeah. The cousin that lives in the river bottoms. A little too close to home, huh? Oh, boy. So,
No update yet.
no update.
From Yuba County.
2.5 hours, and Yuba County's slacking off.
Yep. At least Sutter County, we got something.
Well,
at
I'm
9:48.
I'm really interested because, okay, at that point, if it's 31% Houck, 30% Jeff Pierce, I mean, that's too close to call,
That
man.
is, yep.
Yeah. That's too close to call.
And you know what?
I know, man. I'll tell
And
you
it's not like Barnes has a commanding lead at 38%.
No.
So,
But
Like I
that's with
told you-
about a third. Real close.
so we really need to get that next one in, and then we need to give those guys a call.
Yeah.
But we really need to get that next one in because, man, I mean, that's just not enough lead anywhere. I mean, at the next one, at least you're going to see either a gap or some kind of change between Pierce and Houck then.
And we really need something else to talk about.
What is up for you, Randy? We got somebody watching the live from Dallas, Texas. They used to live in our area.
Yep.
They're watching from Dallas.
I was
And
asking Randy
somebody
if he knew him. I'm like, hey, is that
Florida
someone you
too,
know?
Chris?
What's that?
Somebody from Florida too.
There you go.
Earlier.
They don't have a dog in this fight.
Hey.
I guarantee
They're
it.
at their condo. They might.
There's no dog in this fight.
Sparky's watching.
Who's Sparky?
Michael P. Leahy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Huh. He don't even have a dog in this fight. He ain't running for anything. He's already elected.
Not yet.
But he's going to be running again here in another couple of years, ain't he?
Hey,
Was
he's
it?
supposed to be coming by to see us, Michael Lee.
Yeah.
Ah.
He knows where it's at.
Everybody
We'll be
knows
here.
where Mount Hooth is. Come on. It's the biggest mountain in Linda.
That might have been the guy I hit with the baseball bat when I did the perimeter check. You might like go out and check on him.
Oh, no. You better go check.
Oh, man. No beating up people on the perimeter check, Tom. Just because he looked like a homeless guy doesn't mean he's a homeless guy.
Check, 'cause I had to go to the bathroom.
All right. So, Sutter County Superintendent of Schools, I'm going to give the results again because we don't have an update. This is Sutter County results as of 9:48. We'll give them again. Val Dillon has 43% of the vote. Tom Ruesser has 39% of the vote. Joe Hendricks, sadly, only has 14% of the vote.
Oh.
Yeah, that was.
Yuba County updated.
Oh, Yuba County updated?
1024.
All right. Give us the update.
Okay, where are we at here? Travis Allen doesn't make any difference. He got 21%, and John Cox got 36. Cole Harris. Now let's get down into the locals. Charlie Shout. He's got 56% there.
Good.
Young James has got 68%. No, sorry, 71%. James Nielsen. Jim Nielsen's got 68%. Marshall Tuck, of course. Frank killing him with 95.85. Andy Vasquez, 42.52. David Joyce, 26.64. And Joan Saunders, 31.84.
Wow, then there
Yeah.
may be a runoff between Andy may not have it locked up.
What do we got here? Alton Wright, 27.02%. Randy Fletcher, 45.48. John Missler, 27.26. He's pulled ahead of Alton Wright.
Oh, well, and he's pulled ahead, and not only that, but there's not only 46%. There may be a runoff there too. This may not be a done deal for those two incumbents.
This is 6 of 30.
There may not be a done deal.
6 of 33.
Right on. I would love to see it. I would love to see them have to fight a little bit.
Me too. I want to see them go the distance.
Yep, me too. And I want to see. I want to be able to get my digs in on them.
So-
Even though I ain't got a dog in a fight, you know what? I can read a paper. I can read a book. I read a book once.
And there's some people out there want another new fire truck. And
Exactly. So at least get some people some new stuff before they get out of there. No, but the thing is it shouldn't be a done deal for those guys. I don't think they've done enough in their term, and I think they need to be challenged a little bit. So that would be good. And
Yeah.
keep them a little
and
honest.
the people can vet them a little bit more.
Exactly. Get some more rounds and get some more going with the candidate forums and push their buttons a little bit. Even though we don't got a dog in the fight, guess what? I can ask fighting questions.
Hey, Wendell-Anderson, 76%.
Okay, that's
got
a
us a
landslide.
sheriff.
Yeah,
And
he's sheriff.
The new Plumas Lake Elementary School, no.
No.
55% no.
I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah, they've got.
You know what?
They've
though?
got all kinds of room here in Ella, and I mean.
Well, not only that, what it takes to build a school right now is ridiculous. Whenever you should be building schools is in the downtrodden times, because you can build them cheaper then. The materials are cheaper, and you need people to go to work. Our government is so backwards. Let's build one whenever lumber is 33% higher than it's ever been. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes. All materials up. Price.
So, I don't know. It's amazing to me whenever they decide to do stuff. Unbelievable.
The question was asked, when's Jason running again, or is Jason running again? What was?
David Holycross asked that one.
David Holycross wants to know, is
Well-
Jason running again?
Oh, we got an update from Sutter County.
All right, let's do the update. We can wait on the question.
We got
Live in fear is all I got
That's
to
a
say.
dodge.
Live in
came
fear.
through 3 minutes ago. We got. Let's get down into the local stuff. Charlie Shoup, of course, 53%. Really, Kira Mindy got 41%.
Out of
Yeah,
Sutter
just
County?
Sutter
Come
County
on.
there.
Really?
Yeah, but he shouldn't have got that much out of
Yeah,
Sutter County.
I
That
hear
should have
that.
been a landslide for sure.
Nielsen got 68%. Young James got 71%. Ooh, okay.
Feel like you're holding out on us.
Well, Ball Dillon's got 45%. Tom Ruesser's got 40%. Joe Hendricks got 15%.
Okay,
That's
a bummer.
Dan
Joe was
Flores,
late to the game.
Dan Flores got 100%.
Well,
Okay, we've got Paul Bossy at 44%, Mike Ziegemeyer at 29%, and Bert Manuel at 26%.
wow. Good job, Ziggy.
yeah.
I
Good
like
job,
it.
Ziggy.
Well, I like Ziegemeyer. I
I do
really
too.
do. And I'd like to see. I at least give Paul Bossy a run for his money.
Okay, we've got a little bit of change here.
Okay.
In the sheriff, Brandon Barnes is 39.32, so he came
That's
up.
up.
a point.
Come up.
Dennis Halks at 30.83, and Jeff Pierce is at 29.85.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
There's still 1%. 1%.
Yeah.
1%.
There's still 1% difference.
Check it out, though. Halk, it's coming for you, buddy. It's coming for you. It's coming for you. It's sitting right there, buddy. It's within your grasp.
You might have
Take
to
third.
regrave that on the bottom.
It's within your grasp. Take third, buddy, right there. Let me get that in the camera. There you go. See it.
And 75% of the votes in for Measure Z, and it's still 70% to 30% no.
I got to turn down my mic for this one.
We don't want.
Check it out. Our boy Barnes is in the lead by a commanding lead.
That's good.
Hey,
Yep.
what?
Oh, come on. David Holycross says, come on, Jason.
What is the percentage in? Check it out. What is the percentage in?
Peso.
Percentage in is 39 out of 50.
39 out of 50 what?
Precincts.
Okay, so what percentage of the votes are in?
39 out of 50.
Yeah.
Don't ask those hard
55%.
questions.
20%.
20% of the votes.
20% of the eligible voters have voted.
Okay.
And it started out at 67. We're up to 89 right now. 8,900.
Okay.
Out of 44,000. Really, people?
Yeah, no
Really? That's how much you care?
Wow.
What a bunch of losers.
Hey, a
But
lot of people that are voting and did vote today
Thank you.
They scramble at the last minute too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been there myself before, where you just put it off and put it off, and then oh no, now I got to get down to business and.
But you still vote.
Yes, and then some just totally spaced it off.
Yep, I'm done. Whatever, it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, with pathetic numbers like this, those 12 people running for city council would probably be able to win with 500 votes.
They probably would.
Yes, they would.
Nope, we got an update.
From where?
Antonio has jumped ahead of Travis.
Oh.
But
I'm not too worried about
they're
them.
still both losers.
In that race, third place, it makes no never mind.
That's right.
Well,
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Third place is good.
Yeah,
it's good to be in third place. There's nothing wrong with that.
You get trophies for third place.
Nothing wrong. That is, it's an A for effort.
Yes, it
It's
is.
all about the effort.
Hey,
you're gonna get called a bully.
We have
Doesn't matter who wins.
We have a new announcement here. U.S. House, California District 3. We have 2 winners. We have John Garamendi and Charlie Shaw.
Hey,
what do you mean?
It's a runoff.
So Charlie's going into the general election.
That is awesome.
And there's about a third of the precincts have counted.
Well,
and there's only 9 points difference.
But don't you know Garamendi's in shock right now?
Oh, good.
I mean,
I'd like to
literally
see him
in shock. He's like, uh-oh, what happened?
I think we should all get Garamendi as a communist sign.
Garamendi is a communist.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah. I think my sign says he supports.
Oh.
I can't remember what it says, to tell you.
Well,
the
dig it
truth.
out.
But the fact is you have a sign with Garamendi and communist in the
yes,
same sentence.
Yes, it said Garamendi supports communism. Yes,
And you know what
supports
else?
Lawlessness.
He was really hurt by that sign.
Bully.
Yeah.
It really impacted his feelings.
You're a bully.
Mother Russia decided Garamendi.
Because you had the hammer and the sickle
Well,
on it, didn't you?
maybe you can stop by and have a seat on the buddy bench.
Well, you're not going to get the buddy benches, it looks like.
No buddy benches for you.
Can we change the things just a little bit?
What do you mean? What do you
All
want?
right, go ahead.
What do you want to change it to? No, I'm serious. What?
No, I forgot what I was going to say.
Wow, Randy, that's pretty bad, dude.
I've been guilty of that before.
You remember how to get home, right?
Can we change it up a little bit to what? I don't remember. Oh man. So,
I'll remember here in a minute.
all right.
Oh, now I remember.
Okay.
So, what do you think the actual?
Wow. Wait, he remembered.
He remembered. You cut him off. Now he ain't gonna remember again.
Have you guys heard about this supposed exit tax that Brown wants to? Is that true?
Yes.
How the heck do you implement an exit tax?
You give me some of the money that you get whenever you sell your house to move out of state.
Are you gotta be kidding?
No.
No.
I heard about this exit
California
tax.
needs all the money they can get,
I'll
buddy.
be out of here before that gets. I can promise you.
That is unbelievable.
Although they're going to make it retroactive.
Just come and get it.
Hey, I hope you like water.
I mean,
because they're
I
gonna-
heard everything until I heard that.
Well, wait till you hear about California's plan to have an out of state residency tax for all the other states.
And then Gavin Newsom, all he talks about is he's got to work for the middleman. We're paying too much money and things are too rough on us.
Yes.
Well,
Too
there's
rough.
just way too many people in the wagon. It's getting heavy.
But yeah,
I'm going to stop pulling
an
eventually.
exit tax.
That blows my mind, Randy. And when did you hear about that?
A couple of days ago. I
That's
thought, no,
awesome.
that's got to be a joke. There's no way.
Yeah.
But
What is it? 80% of everything you own?
I mean, when I'm packing
fair.
the U-Haul, are they going to be sitting up at my gate waiting for me or what?
Well, every place is cheaper to live than California, right? So you don't need all that money. You can leave some of it here.
Yeah.
It's not your money. You didn't make that
Well,
money.
we didn't do that.
You didn't make that money.
Yep.
Have you noticed the roads lately? I mean, they seem to be getting more ridges in them.
They don't want you to get out.
I got a
Check it
survey
out.
you need to fill out. You need to fill out that survey.
If you would just carry some sand with you to put in the potholes, it would all be good.
Hey, man, my wife almost bounced off the scooter the other day.
Check it out, though. I'm worried about killer shopping carts, man. That's freaking me out.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to surround all the exits with shopping
Yep.
carts.
I think we might be having something like Kilauea going on underneath these streets, man.
No. I'm telling you, though, the shopping carts has got me freaked out.
Well,
Joan Saunders at a meeting said there are killer shopping carts out there. I mean, what I want to know is why are they not arresting these killer shopping carts?
And potholes.
What are they
that
doing
flip
about
cars.
it? They're telling me they're going to make my kids safer walking to school, and we got killer shopping carts out there. What is going on?
Hey, I'll tell you what, man.
Well, there must be a lot of them in Yuba City.
I noticed that I had some loose teeth this morning.
I can see that. You're pulling on.
And I'm just thinking it's because of the drive to work.
So, rather than fix the roads, we need to pay for your dentist?
Yes, we need a tax for that.
That's right. We need a tax for that.
You're going to have to go to Palermo and get that toothbrush.
You don't need all those teeth. That's the guys in Palermo.
How many bristles are on a toothbrush?
More than bristles
what?
than teeth in your mouth. I don't know. I'm just saying, if it was anywhere else, it would be a toothbrush. I mean, a teeth brush. I just got freaked out. I was worried about the time, and I looked over, and we're still good. We're going to skip another.
I think you need to work on another good song, while we're chit-chatting.
you want me to get out my instruments and blow one out?
Yes.
All right, hang on. I can do that. That's something you guys pay me to do, so I'll get that done.
But yeah, I think that since it got a little warmer, man, these little mountains are climbing up on the streets, man.
Little mountains.
Little ridges. Yeah.
Oh, in the asphalt?
Yes. I mean, we need a grinding crew out there.
Well, you better pass that tax then.
Hey, we have some updates from Butte County.
From Butte County?
Really?
Butte County.
Butte County.
Well,
I actually read the PDF and it said where to go.
Oh, really? Wow, good job.
Good job, man. Doug Lamont, 47%. Well, who's 22?
If all else fails, read the directions.
That's
right, Bill?
That's right. 58% for Nielsen.
I hate that.
Brian Dolly is 60%. Followed closely by, well, not so closely by Colleen Sisk at 25%. Got James Gallagher, 58%. He's not doing real good over in Butte County. Must have pissed some people off going in there and taking over the Central Committee. Him and Curtis. What do we got? Supervisor, 2nd District. Ooh, it's close. Deborah Lucero's got 52%, and Larry Wall's got 48%.
Hey, Tammy.
Jason's asleep again.
See if about Nevada County. Maybe take a peek up there at the sheriff's race in Nevada County. Because we got a lot of people up. This station comes in real good in Grass Valley.
They're all Travis.
Doesn't do too good over here in Marysville, but it does good in Grass Valley.
Man, I just had it.
Hey, stay and have some. Look.
Yeah, we got our good buddy Mike here. Look, he's ripping off some cherries.
That's right.
Now, Mike, this is not like a mirror. It's got a 10-second delay.
Are we ready for some music? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
There you go. If you were worried about the asphalt melting, there you go.
Hey, Nevada County, good job. You printed your damn PDFs and.
Yes, I know, but hey,
my God.
I think they've been smoking a little too much of their crop of choice.
Crop up there.
But I downloaded it, and I had to flip all the pages around,
Yeah.
so now I can actually
All
read
right.
it.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
Were they
gosh.
upside down?
Yeah, they
No,
were
they're
sideways.
sideways.
And who wants? If
Doesn't
I
that
saw
just
on
happen?
Facebook Live with my head all tilted, going, "How am I
They're
supposed
in
to read
landscape
this?"
mode.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness! So let me find
There's-
what their local guys and see what we can tell folks.
There's some things that are wrong, but that's just way wrong, isn't it? Putting
And
it
it's
in there
not-
sideways. I
it's
hate it
not
when the
easy to
plans come over
read.
like that.
All right, let's start with their supervisor District 3. They only have 2 running. They have a Hillary Hodge who is trailing with 42% and a Dan Miller who's ahead with 54%.
Okay.
District 4 in Nevada County. They. Oh, never mind. She's unopposed. Oh, wait. Okay, no. There are 2 here. All right. Sorry. I go back to my first statement. In District 4, that Susan Houck. Oh, there's another Houck there. But no, it's spelled differently. And I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Hoek. So whoever that is, she's unopposed. So I'll skip that one. Clerk recorder. They've got 3 people running, and the winner by a landslide is Gregory Diaz. This is Nevada County again. Here's their district attorney race in Nevada
Apparently,
County.
Nevada County cares about who counts their votes.
Nevada County District Attorney Cliff Newell has 52%, and Glenn Jennings has 47%. So that's still kind of close. So that still got some more votes to come in. Sheriff. Okay, here's their sheriff race. So Nevada County Sheriff, they have the guy who's ahead is Shannon Moon.
That's a woman.
Oh,
Shannon.
I didn't know a woman could be sheriff.
No,
Yes,
Shannon
you can.
Shannon can be a man.
Well, darn it, I would have thrown my hat in the race because I want to be sheriff.
It could be. I don't know. I just thought it was a girl's name.
You're being a bully.
So I guess, I don't know. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl.
I don't remember seeing.
I've seen the signs up. I'm
You
up
think
there
it's a
all the
girl?
time.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll look it up. We'll have
Would you
somebody-
name your son Shannon?
I had a buddy named Shannon once. He wouldn't have been a very good sheriff, but he was named Shannon.
Well,
Just saying.
Shannon Moon is winning right now, but it's close. This Bill
Okay.
Smethers is only less than 1% behind him. So that could change. Bill Smethers has 34.58%.
Sounds like our run for second place.
Yeah, and then they have a third, John Foster, who's, closely behind at 30%. So they're all kind of right in there.
Okay, so the
So-
incumbent sheriff, I guess
There
he's
is no
done.
incumbent.
Yeah, he's checking out.
They
then.
retired.
Yeah,
The Nevada County Sheriff retired. So there's no incumbent running. These are all brand new folks.
retired with a golden parachute.
I think Parker Dorfer and that other dude up in Nevada County planned this.
Hey, we know Nevada County's liberal. Gavin Newsom, 35%.
Ooh.
10% ahead of John Cox, which is 5% ahead of Travis.
Wow, that's really good though, because that is really liberal up there. I mean, like
Big time.
Yeah, San Francisco
Yeah.
liberal.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of granola consumed up there.
Yeah.
And Birkenstock wearing.
Yes.
Granola eating, Birkenstock wearing.
Yeah.
Tree hugging.
Women that don't shave.
I know you're giving me the 1 minute.
Yep. Giving you the 1 minute.
All right.
Coming up to the break.
Yes, we are. A whole 5 minutes, which is
Oh,
really
boy.
good.
Don't spend all those minutes in one place.
That's right.
Hey, but then we're down to our last hour. Woohoo!
We'll do another perimeter check.
Okay, you do another perimeter check.
Yes.
And we'll be back in 2 and
Got
2.
to, man.
And a
Got
half.
to.
2 and 2 and a half of 2.
Okay.
Oh, boy. All right, we are back. Apparently, everybody in the other room is still on break. but
No,
but
sir.
we're back.
No, sir.
Good evening.
We're not on break.
No, you're not on break at all.
We're ready to keep on rolling.
Okay, so we have no new updates.
Nothing.
Nothing new. I just checked.
So where?
Except that Travis has dropped down behind Villa Ragosa to 10.8 to 11.5.
I went out and did a perimeter check, but when I got outside, there's no street lights. So I ran back in.
So it was dark. It was a little dark.
Yuba County's
There ain't no
looking into a
streetlights out here.
1 cent sales tax just for that.
Yeah.
Just to light it up, baby.
Wow. So apparently our Facebook Live got shut down because I was bad and played a full song.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that would happen.
Yeah, they'll get us.
Facebook Live is back up.
Oh, okay.
So we're back
You know,
up.
this is good. This is good. I'm looking at Charlie Shout and John Garamendi. It's 33,800 to 27,800. That's only 6,000 votes different. There's 6.
Is that for state?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
That's at 42% in. They've
Garamendi
already called.
better be biting his nails a little
Good.
bit.
I hope he is.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could send him to retirement with no pension.
I don't think he's ever had I don't think he's ever held a private sector job.
Yeah.
I think he's been sucking off the state or
Yeah.
federal government's tits
Mhm.
for ladies.
No, that's a teat. They call it a teat.
Teat.
Ask Randy.
Nipple.
What is it?
Teat.
It's a teat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm glad we clarified
I was raised on a dairy.
Why'd you say ask Randy?
Because, man,
You got that farmer
you're
look
the
to
most
you.
Cowboy guy we got.
he doesn't have a cow anymore.
I don't have a teat in this race.
Wow. You don't have a dog in the fight. You know, fighting dogs is illegal. So I don't
We
want to have a
asked
dog
you,
to fight.
Randy, just because we knew that you would know your teats.
Oh boy. All right. So I know what we need to get back to. Am I running for city council?
Yes. The question was asked.
So
Stay tuned.
I think that should be, I
And you
think
said
that
you
should
got rid
remain
of all
a-
your signs. I'm really disappointed
Why?
because I loved those signs.
Well, we can be.
They can make
Big
more.
and bright yellow and
They can make more.
Just
Trust
like his
me.
personality.
So I
Keep it a mystery, Jason.
I don't
we
know.
all know what's going on, but we don't want to let everyone.
Okay, if I don't know, I'm pretty sure you don't know.
yeah, he told Tom.
That's right.
all I can ask is, what does it matter? Does it really matter whether I run for city council or not?
Well, we're on the downhill side of the program tonight. You think both of our listeners are listening?
What's that?
I don't know.
Well, no, you're not.
I'm not listening at all.
They were each supposed to keep each other awake, so.
Who?
Are both our listeners.
Oh, both your listeners. We're so popular, we got people hanging out in the station with us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. That's all good.
Yep, it is all good.
And you know, it's not a good day until you hurt somebody emotionally. So as long as we can hurt one person emotionally, it's all good.
Ouch!
Ow! Quit it. Hey, there's somebody else playing music.
Hey, we got a hot
Hey,
thing
we got
coming
a
in
phone
here.
call coming in. So that's good.
All right, Larry, our roving reporter in the field. I learned a little bit this election, not to let my personal preferences take away your support. I really wanted to see Val disposed from Mercy as superintendent of schools and Joe Hendricks with enough votes away from Tom where his Tom was 5 points short. Okay, Larry, it sounds like you're having a little bit too much fun out there.
A little bit
Or
too much.
I'm having a little bit too much fun in here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so we're going to have to get that interpreted.
I read a book once.
It only had pictures, but he read it.
Well,
No, you can't read pictures. It had words.
It
You
also
know-
floated in the bathtub.
Yeah.
you
But
know,
it still had words.
money talks, and Val had a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's
And so
pretty
did
much
Tom.
locked it up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And Joe had very little.
So this is Joe's song now.
Hey man,
Why are you
Hee-haw.
making my night not
we used
pleasant?
to love to see that. I think it was every Friday night.
Hee haw.
Yeah.
Hee haw and laugh in and
Yes.
yep.
And what was the guy? Roy,
Hey.
Roy Clark.
Interesting.
They're bringing back Magnum PI.
Buck Owens.
How cool
What?
is that?
With who?
I don't know, some
Buck
new
Owens,
idiot.
Roy
No, not
Clark.
Buck Owens.
I'm talking to Chris. Man.
Not Roy Clark either.
What's that?
Not Roy Clark either.
No, but it's not going to be Tom Selleck either. I don't know who it is,
Oh.
but it's some other guy.
He could pull it off still.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Tom
Blue
Selleck?
Bloods?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I watched it with you.
Yeah. Another police state movie
Yeah,
or series.
series. But no, I'm pretty excited about the new Magnum PI. I think that'll be kind of cool. I'll never watch it, but I think it's a cool idea.
Well, I just checked. Still no updates from either county.
Well,
But
dang it.
it's only been 40 minutes.
I'm hoping that we get one more because
I would like
the sheriff's race is too close to call. I mean, it
Yeah.
is. I would really like to see Bannon Barnes bump up to 51% and just call it good.
Don't they turn the electricity off at 11 over there
Where?
across the river?
No. They go until 1 over there. It's 11 over here.
We're in a different time zone.
Oh, that's Palermo.
We got to get our flashlights out.
As soon as 11 comes, the door shuts and this place is closed. But-
I like those two Dobermans on Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Right? Zeus and Apollo.
You know, that's where that's where I wanted a red convertible from was that show.
That just struck me.
Yep.
That's where you got that red convertible.
That's where I got that from as a kid. I was like, man, I want a car like that.
Yep.
So,
Mm.
And that was Magnum. He didn't own that car. He
No.
just borrowed that car.
yes.
So, and
Belonged to Mr. Higgins.
no, Higgins was the
Higgins was the
proprietor.
butler guy.
Yeah.
He was the proprietor.
Yeah.
Who was the...
I'm trying to remember the guy's name who was the owner.
I can't remember. Robin.
Robin. Yes.
Robin was the guy.
Masters or something
Oh, yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Robin Masters.
That's what it was.
I've been looking at Ferraris.
Tom
Oh,
did cowboy
wow.
movies way better.
Tammy,
Stop it.
Tammy's seen it a few times. I've been looking at a few of them. You know, you can buy a Ferrari California for not that much money.
No.
You ever seen?
Yeah, you can. Trust me, I've been looking.
Gavin, we're coming for you, baby.
So, anyways,
You ever seen Quigley Down Under?
yes, I have.
Now there's a movie.
That was a good movie. I never said I didn't like pistols. I said I didn't prefer. I never said I couldn't use one. I said I didn't like them, but I can still use one. Boy, that was pretty cool. Whenever he told that guy to take that bucket out there, and he took off riding.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
You sure you don't want him to stop yet? Nope.
About right there.
Top of the rise there.
So, no, that
As
was
soon as Randy Fletcher gets through with his talk, we'll stop. That's far enough.
So
We might be on the verge of a great American reset here. I mean, these numbers between Garamendi and Schaub are amazing.
They are.
That's amazing.
California, huh?
Yeah.
You know what,
And
though?
maybe people are waking
Democrat or Republican, a lot of people are upset about the sanctuary state. I work in Sacramento, and people are legitimately upset about it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It isn't even that it's not just people who have lived here all their lives. It's immigrants that have come here and went through the process. They're madder than all get up.
Sure.
And
I would be too.
And I think when Newsom's always bragging on TV about how he's pro-gun control, that he doesn't know what he's doing, because there's a lot of Democrats out there that want to keep their right to keep and bear arms.
Well, and it's not only that, but I think a lot of people are starting to see through the gun control, as it's not about guns, it's about control.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I'll tell you, a lot of them that I know that have, like you said, Tom, I mean, I've been talking to them about these, the thing going on with the ARs, and they are saying, well, we really don't need those. And I just look at them and shake my head, Because what do we don't need next?
Exactly.
I mean,
but like I say, I think they're beginning to see through that kind of crap. I think they're still saying that, but I think they're
Yeah, I
beginning
hope
to
so.
see that it's not about the AR. It's not about a bad gun. It's about control. And nobody wants to be controlled. I mean, at the core of it, nobody wants
That's
to
the
be
truth, yeah.
submersive and just be, controlled all the time and told what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Nobody wants that.
No.
And I think everybody's starting to see through that crap. So hopefully they're going to find out. And I mean, I've always had this theory that, okay, I'm going to get on my soapbox for a minute, but I've always had this theory that, you take a cat from the wild, a feral cat, you bring him in the house. You can calm him down. You can get him all calmed down and everything else, and he'll be fine. He'll be a house pet. But you turn him out and you turn a house cat that's been a house cat for generations out in the wild, that feral cat goes back to being wild within about a week. You can't touch that cat. Week, maybe 2. You can't touch that cat again. And, the American people have, since the revolution, have been that way. I mean, they've always been kind of like a feral cat. They've always been free. They've always had it in their genes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it doesn't take much to back an American in the corner, and all of a sudden you've got that feral cat coming out at him to where he's going to get out of that corner one way or another. And I think they're starting to see that a little bit. So
Yeah.
my 2 cents, but I mean, that's kind of what I see, and that's kind of how I hope it works out.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I take all my feral cats and put them, drop them in Linda.
That's why there's somebody running around here.
All right, Larry's got an important
They gotta swim the
incoming
river,
text
man, if
here.
they wanna
He's
get
got
back.
did he actually?
Did he translate his last text?
Yeah, he says, don't text while you're driving.
Wow.
I learned a little bit this election not to let my personal preferences dictate your support. I really wanted to see Val disposed from superintendent of school. My encouragement of Joe Hendricks helped him take enough votes that the vote split with Tom and helped elect Ball. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think she's got 51% yet.
So did he think Tom was a better vote than Ball?
Apparently,
No,
yeah.
he's talking about splitting the vote.
Yeah.
I realize that. But he voted for Joe Hendricks, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I thought what he was saying is that he'd rather see Ball not in there, so he'd rather saw Tom in there. Ruesser?
No, he'd rather see Joe in there, but it took away votes. I don't think she's got it.
He feels like Joe Hendricks split the vote and gave Val the lead, huh?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Exactly. So what he's saying is he would have rather voted for Ruesser and got rid of Ball.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Because
Me,
I don't see it like that.
Me
I see
neither.
it as you got to get decent people like Joe to run.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Joe could have had some more support. He could have had, got out a little bit harder and walked a little bit more. But he had some family commitments that he wanted to see through.
Yes.
Which, then what we should have done as a community, if we really wanted to get the guy elected, is we should have got out and walked for him more.
Yes.
And we didn't do that.
Yeah.
And so it comes back to the community's part, not so much. You've got to put good people up that you believe can win and can, or at least will run and do what is right. You can't just go off the mindset of, okay, well, they just split the vote. Now somebody's in there that I didn't want in there. So what you're saying is you'd rather vote for the lesser of two evils as opposed to have somebody good to run? That doesn't make any sense. I'll talk to Larry. But no, I don't know. I don't know if I'm even making any sense. But the fact is,
No, it makes sense. I get it.
You can't say that you don't want good people to run because it split the vote. That doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah. No.
Because otherwise, we'd have had Hauk.
Yes.
As the only one running for sheriff.
Yeah,
So,
right.
I'd rather have good people running and that are qualified.
Qualified people.
Yeah. And that's my opinion. And I like my opinion. I'm going to stick to my opinion. So that's the way it goes.
And you're the one with the radio show, so everybody gets to hear your opinion.
No, they can hear all our opinions because I think we all have pretty much the same opinion, kind of.
Yes.
Except for the two guys that are voting for Pierce.
I vote for winners.
Did you vote for Hendricks?
Is there any change on
Most of the time, I vote for winners.
Is there any change on the sheriff's race? Do you know?
Yeah, that's what I want to know about.
No.
That's
No,
like the
there's
big
no
dog of
update
the.
yet.
Yeah, there's been no change. Except
Have
for
they
Brandon
updated?
Barnes is kicking butt.
Brandon's up to what, 39.5? you said?
39 something percent.
So if he gets another 10%, well, 11%, it's game over,
Can
right?
you believe that?
But I don't
So
think he
close.
will. I don't think he will.
Why not?
He could have pulled it off.
Because I just don't think he will.
In the top two, I'm not sure how that works. I don't know if it's 50 plus 1.
Yeah, it's 50 plus 1 did not have a runoff.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's
So I
gonna
mean,
be a
if he's
runoff.
only 11%, why not? No, he's going to get the 11%. We're done.
Okay.
Game over.
I know,
All right,
but I don't
cool.
think he's
Well,
going
let's
to
go
get it.
home.
Oh, we only got 40 more minutes. But no, I really wonder who it's going to be, because right now at the second place between Houck and Pierce, it's anybody's game. I mean,
Yeah,
they're a
it's less-
percent of
Less
pit.
than a percent, or a
That's
percent
where
or
I
less.
was
Hey, I
8
wanna-
years ago.
I want to
4 years
know.
ago.
You were at a
4
quarter
years
of
ago.
percent.
I want to
It was
know.
less than a quarter, but
less
Oh,
than
we
a
got
quarter
an
percent.
update from Yuba Sutter.
Yuba City?
Sutter County. Sutter
All right.
County
let's
update. Right on.
give us the update.
Senator.
Don't mumble now, Bill.
I'm looking.
Okay,
I'm
don't
looking.
mumble.
Supervisor. Paul Bossy, 43%. Mike Zickenmeyer, 30%.
Ooh.
Bert Manuel, 26%. So it's going to be Mike and Paul.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I didn't think. I think Bert didn't have the name recognition.
Yeah.
And he didn't have the oomph.
So
whenever we get out there, he didn't
Paul
have-
Dillon's only got 44%, 44.5%. And
Yeah, so there'll be a
Tom's
runoff.
got 40%, so they're wibbly, and Joe came up a little bit.
Good.
Damn, Dan Flores
How's
just knocked him dead.
What about DA?
Let's get down to
Yeah,
that.
what about DA?
DA, 59%.
For Amanda.
Yep.
Wow.
Chris Carlos, 41.
Wow.
And they don't even have.
That's I
they
didn't
don't
see
even-
that coming.
I didn't either.
They don't have any votes for Jennifer.
Nothing, huh?
Brandon Barnes, 39.59. Dennis Houck, 30.96. And Jeff Pierce, 29.45.
Wow, so it's still less than 1% between the two.
Yep.
Whew.
But that's everybody counted.
That's 100%.
50 and 50. Now they're going to have to count the mail-in ballots and, the ballots
late
that-
ballots.
Yeah, the late ballots.
Because mine was a late one, but I voted for Barnes. But that ain't enough. Maybe my one vote will put him up over 50%.
I voted for Pierce.
Well, let's keep a hope and so, huh?
Yeah.
Let's have a happy thought.
Now, I'm wishing that I would have voted for Pierce, because I could have put Pierce ahead of Houck. Done, game over.
Told you.
Yeah. I told you so.
See, you should have used some strategy there, Jason.
I don't like being poked with a stick, guys. I like doing the poking.
How about a finger instead?
Poke in the eye.
Look, 4 out of 4. Measure Z still at 69.96%. 70%.
Good.
No, we don't want Yuba City.
Yes.
No, we don't.
You don't want nice roads?
You don't want safe streets?
How are your kids going to walk to school, Chris? Come on, dude. That's all bad. You don't want kids walking around your neighborhood being safe?
Yeah.
And good roads?
Why do you hate children?
My kids, how my kids gonna walk?
Why do you hate little kids?
Don't you want to maintain the city's fiscal stability?
Yes.
Well, that's okay, because they still get to pay the 1% sales tax.
This question is required.
This question is required.
I will not comply.
Nah, just take it out of their tip.
Take it out of their
You know that sales tax that you voted for? Well, I'm going to take it out of your tip.
Yeah. There you go.
So I'll just keep it in my pocket because I got to pay it. So you're just going to lose it out of your tip. Sorry. What to tell you. So,
man.
Brandon Barnes moves on, and second place is still kind of up for grabs.
Up for grabs.
Because I'm sorry, I've seen it. Just so everybody realizes, that's about the same as the race that I was in against Preet Didball.
Yeah.
And it does change. It can change. And Dennis, buddy, it's no sure thing. Hold your breath for about a week.
I hope we see that change.
It'll take about a week to find out.
It will. And so
When
hold
you're
your
that
breath,
close.
Dennis, because no joke, it ain't over, buddy. The fat lady, she ain't singing yet. So give it a minute. Because it can change.
Did they say 100% of the voters tallied?
50 precincts. So the
Well-
only thing they have is the late voters.
It depends on how many the boxes of ballots they have coming in. Last time there was about 7,000 ballots that came in after the fact that were late, like I was this time with the mail-in ballots. Yeah. So it can change quite a bit. And the fact is with it being that close with them,
Yeah.
it very, very well could be Jeff and Brandon in the runoff.
Right now, there's just no telling. They're too close. Yeah. And we've seen it flop, even though
Yeah.
we were told it wouldn't.
I got the call from the mayor at the time, who was it Cash Gill? Or was
I
it?
know Cash called you. I don't
Yeah,
remember if he was
he was the mayor at the time.
time.
Cash Gill called me and says, "Don't worry about it. It doesn't change. Yada yada yada."
Well, Donna Johnston told you that too.
Yeah, it was pretty much a done deal, and so it can change whenever it's that close. Because whenever you're talking that close, what are the actual numbers there, Bill? Does it give you the actual numbers between them?
Well, it would if I
There's
could
about
bring it back
150
up.
spread.
So when you thought when you got that phone call and you thought you won, was the next sentence?
I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Why?
No, was the next sentence? Here's what you're going to do.
No, it was you need to get ready to go and schedule your trip to there's some class you got to go take.
Washington, D.C.?
No.
Indoctrination class?
Yes, an indoctrination class. It's 3 days long. Every city council member has to go, and you got to go to that before the actual change comes in December.
Is there any kind of electric shock going on in that class?
No, just to your temples. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's only to the head. It's okay.
Oh.
It's not a
What
big deal.
goes on in indoctrination class stays in
in
indoctrination class.
So no, I don't know, but I do know that. Can you tell the split bill of what it is with the votes count?
It's about 150.
About 150 votes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Jason coming out of indoctrination class?
I can't imagine the people that were trying to
I still got
subject him to it.
I still got the twitch.
The total flip that would happen, man.
What do you mean the total flip that would happen?
After you've gone through your indoctrination,
You mean with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be flipping all over the place.
Yeah, you'd come out and be the most mild, meekest guy, and you'd be going like this.
But it'd be more like this. It'd be more to the.
And you'd need a buddy bench.
A buddy bench.
Did you dust him for fleas today?
Check it out. So 150 votes separates Halk and Pierce.
150.
150 votes. That is awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
Because you think about it, that's a sway the way. That's okay. That's 75 people voting, and the vote changes. It's only going to take half to change it, right?
Yeah.
So 75 people can change that. 76 people can change that sweep right now. Scary thought. Live in fear. Don't sleep tonight.
So if it goes forward with Houck and Barnes,
who are you going to vote for, you two guys?
Barnes will definitely win on that. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
the
but here's the
numbers
thing: is you two guys voted for Pierce, correct?
Yes.
So how you voting? You're going to vote Houck?
We can't divulge that.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm betting that you're not, but okay. So, it's just one of those things of
Yeah. It's gonna
Ricky
be
Fritz, Ricky Fritz, go to bed.
It's past your bedtime, Ricky.
Hi, Rick.
It's past your
Rick,
bedtime,
how you
Ricky.
doing?
How you like it in Idaho? Well, you're about to gain a neighbor.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
coming, Ricky.
we're losing another good one.
No, we're not. I'm sorry. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
That's just rude.
Ricky
So-
says hello.
Hello, Rick. E.
What's ask him what the weather's like there in Idaho
You
tonight.
just did. He's watching live.
Oh, is he watching live?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, so
He says he loves it here.
he loves it here?
Yep.
Then why'd he move?
Because here is Idaho for him.
Oh, okay. He loves it there.
Get your
Come on,
fishing stuff ready,
Come on,
Ricky.
Yuba
I'm
County.
coming.
Update.
What's that?
I said, come on, Yuba County update.
Wow, I'm really surprised about the sheriff.
Well,
I'm
Yuba County
surprised-
knows who's theirs is.
Yeah, that's no joke.
Yeah, that was, wow, that was like a landslide.
That was brutal.
Mm-hmm. Brutal.
Well, I guess if you got to lose, might as well do it all the way. But no, that's kind of the feeling I got after talking to a few people. It's like, whoa.
There was no.
Oh,
okay.
ho! Do we have an update from Yuba County? We do.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
goodness! Thank you, Lord.
So what is it?
I'm getting there. Getting there.
Did Ting pull ahead?
Oh, wait.
That wasn't
I'm
nice.
sorry. Slap me. This is Sutter County.
Yeah.
So do we have another update from Sutter County?
Yuba County still 1024.
Yuba County still sucks.
So it looks like it's going to be Mike Ziggy
Mm-hmm.
and Paul Bossy,
You know,
and
who
then
I'm
Brandon
voting
Barnes
for?
and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And
Close to call.
I really didn't think it would be that close. I mean, I really like Pierce. I really, really do. But I with how the way everybody came out, you know, I mean, all our whatever they are, public servants came out and supported him. I thought he might have a better chance than he did, and it
No.
doesn't sound like it. I honestly believe with some of the stuff he did on Facebook, he hurt himself pretty hard. I mean, pretty bad.
Yeah.
And just coming out and, you know, saying he's bullied and stuff. But it ought to be interesting this time because I don't see Pierce supporters going to Houck.
No.
I just don't see it.
I'll
No,
tell
I
you
don't
one
either.
thing too. I think Brandon Barnes got helped a lot by that radio commercial with Steve Durfer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I heard it time and time and time again.
Speaking of that, you know what? We ought to play that just to get that out there. I'm gonna look that up and play it again because apparently it's not over, and
Nope,
we're
not
gonna
for
be
him.
and we're gonna be going through this again. So let me cue that up. Get that going. Give
Would
me
have
a
been
minute.
nice to get 6% more.
I know, man. Let me tell you.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Yuba County, get it in before
Yeah, before the show's over.
before midnight, huh?
All right, hang on. Here we go.
This is Yuba County Sheriff Steve Durfer. I fully endorse Captain Brandon Barnes to be your next Sutter County Sheriff. I've worked with Captain Barnes for over 20 years. Brandon is a graduate of the prestigious FBI National Academy. He was our former SWAT commander and chief of investigations and now holds one of the highest positions in law enforcement as jail commander. He leads and manages a staff of over 80 personnel and an inmate population of almost 400. Folks, your sheriff is the top law enforcement officer in the county. Experience and character are critical. That's why 13 active California county sheriffs, including myself, endorse him. I am beyond confident that Captain Barnes has the skills, the temperament, and the vision to lead Sutter County. I believe this is the most important vote on your ballot. I encourage you to vote Brandon Barnes for Sutter County Sheriff.
Paid for by Brandon Barnes for Sutter County Sheriff 2018.
You know what's really cool is if you really think that helped him out, Tom, if you think that was a big cue in him, if you think that was a big thing that helped him out, that's really cool because that was done right here in this studio by us.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean,
'cause-
I heard that over and over when I was out and about.
well, and you know, it's really cool to be able to help out the candidates like that and do something, you know, and get them out here and do that. And just like with Jeff Pierce, we did the same thing.
Yeah.
And got his ad out there.
But his he didn't have
He
as
didn't have
good
good
a
audio.
commercial.
No, because he didn't come to the studio to do it. His guy sent it, and it was bad. We played it for a while, and then they redid it, and it was better, but it still wasn't great.
Well, and now we'll be able to do it any place and get it done.
Yeah.
But if he does, I want to. And the thing is, if it's Jeff and Brandon, I definitely want to get them to do another commercial and give them both another commercial because they both came to the Constitution class and did that. And regardless,
We
at
didn't
that
have
point,
to hold a gun to their head.
No.
either.
No, and they didn't accuse us of being KKK.
and they didn't thump somebody in the face and then get up and run out either. I mean, they did, they sat through the hardball questions and didn't get softballs all day long and took it.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to, if it's both of them again, I say we do a video, do a another ad for them both again and get them out here and do it again. Because if it's both of them, at that point I don't want to say I care less. I really like Brandon, but the fact is I think they both deserve an equal shot at it.
Yeah.
Because I think either way, the people will be better off.
The people will definitely be better off.
So,
Yes.
but yeah, that's kind of cool.
Definitely that was a good commercial for him.
That's awesome.
Big time.
So that'll be fun.
But it is a done deal on our governorship, right? We have.
Yeah, we got our
It
top
is a
two.
done deal, yes.
So Republicans gonna run for governor.
Yep.
Hot dog.
You guys
Praise
have
the
hope.
Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, Yuba Sutter constitutional Republicans have their work cut out for them. We're going to be busy.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. I mean, it's good job, guys. I mean, good job to California.
Yeah.
It goes to show that it might be a Democratic controlled state, but the fact is they're sick of the way it's going too. Obviously. And to vote in, I'm sorry, Tom, but to vote in somebody that Trump endorsed, how cool.
Yes. That's
You know,
true. John
that-
Cox.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, how cool is that?
It's a little
When
in your
you-
face.
Yeah.
When you look at the land mass, I mean, Bill has that picture up. When you look at the land mass in California, most of the land is, predominantly conservative.
Yeah.
It's
But
just
there's
these-
not the volume of
yeah,
people,
That's right. Yeah.
the people volume,
We don't have the people volume. Hmm.
which we really don't want the people volume, but
No.
kind of sucks whenever it comes to voting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta back Charlie Shop too.
Yes.
Most definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to be busy.
What I think is really
Work to
cool is didn't our Republican Central Committee of the
The Sutter County
you-
Republican Central Committee
Yeah.
caved to Gallagher's, what do you call it, peer pressure,
Yes.
and endorsed
No.
the loser?
No, they didn't. They didn't quite endorse the loser. That lost by one vote. But I had somebody tell me the other day they were really tired of old biddies from Live Oak trying to run the Central Committee.
Old biddies.
I don't know
from
who they're
Live
talking
Oak.
about because I don't know who lives where. So,
I don't know
but
where
I
people
just
live.
know that, Travis Allen was not the person to get behind.
No.
Yeah.
Carnivore
So,
Barker.
That's what we've been hearing, and it proved to be true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it over for DA then?
I
Does
think
it look
no,
that way?
I don't think so. She's only got 48%.
I thought she
I
had
thought she
58.
had-
I think she had 58%.
Yeah. she
Okay,
does.
let me look. I think it's 58. I think it's over. Which is a sad state of affairs, people.
Huh.
Well,
Yeah, she's got 58%.
Well, I really thought Jennifer Dupre getting in there. I thought it would have made. I really expected that to make a bigger difference than it did.
No, it isn't over yet. Come on, Yuba County. You haven't updated for
Give
over
us
an hour.
update.
You got 20 minutes.
Maybe, this is a good tune-up for Amanda Hopper,
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
because I think she was thinking she was going to lose out.
I do too, and maybe it'll be an eye opener for her. I mean, here's the deal: the people voted for her. We got to get behind her. That's all there is to it, and just it is what it is. Deal with it, and yeah,
Hopefully, there won't be a bunch of more lawsuits.
Any
Yeah,
more
right.
signs on mattresses and stuff.
so just hope that we'll get it done. But whatever. What? That was weird. And a big old sound check. So, all right.
There's somebody hacking in.
Yeah, that's it.
They're hacking into your radio station.
Must be the guys from Palermo.
No, it's the Russians.
Well, you know what's funny is I don't want to pick on Olivehurst all the time because Lou Benninger takes care of that. I feel like I'd be treading on his turf. So I got Palermo in my back pocket. I worked there. I worked over there and read a book once.
As long as you leave Loma Rica alone.
I don't talk about them
You
little
know,
boys.
these District 2's got a one. The Democrats got 70%, and the Republicans got 24%, and they're both declared winners. So,
Really? You know what I don't understand? Who the heck is voting for Nancy Pelosi?
all her little minions.
I don't understand those numbers.
Isn't it the lady that can't even string words enough to get a sentence out?
The lady.
Wow.
68%?
We're gonna vote for her.
Wow.
She's smart.
How about Di-Fi? Have we checked on her lately?
Yeah, Dianne Feinstein's the one that can't.
Gun grabber in
Yeah.
America.
She's only got 43%. Unfortunately.
I mean, isn't she over 90?
I don't know.
Or close
Is
to
it
100 years
Pelosi?
old by now?
Well, that would be over 90.
I
No,
think
she's
they both
over
are.
80. I think she's 80 or over.
I mean, come
I mean, she
on.
hasn't
It's
had
time to go.
She
you
hasn't
know?
had enough.
Yeah.
Then she
Basically,
smells
this
like embalming fluid.
Hey, check it out. It's all about control, man. Don't want to give up that control.
We want your guns.
What about, so Yuba County hasn't said anything yet? I really want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know.
Isn't there a song? But I really want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Yuba County. Last time you updated was 1024. Now it's 1142. You know, that's a
Well, I'd really
sign.
like to know where Andy and Randy stand.
I do too.
That's all I really care about in Yuba County is Andy and Randy.
Are they brothers? Andy and Randy?
No.
Andy and Randy are the ones that
They're more like kissing cousins.
that killed the initiative that didn't allow people to vote
On the water.
on the water.
And bought a fire truck and a police
Hey, you
truck.
got any songs about water?
You did? Did you hear it?
Yeah. Like Born on the Bayou.
I know I don't have a Born on the Bayou.
But he did
Yeah.
play a song for Andy.
I got it.
I got
How about Green River?
I've never heard of Green River.
Yeah, Dianne Feinstein has 43% of the vote. 43%. That's dumb.
That's dumb.
That's just so dumb.
Looked like we're going to get 2 Democrats.
Kamala Harris and Di-Fi.
Unbelievable.
Take me back to Green River.
No, Kevin
Come on,
DeLeon.
you know that song.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah.
I don't know
got
that
it.
song.
That song is written about a creek over in by
Up in Mendocino.
no, it's over by I want to say Lake Berryessa,
Yeah.
that area.
Well, that's Mendocino, isn't it?
No, Mendocino's further north.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
further.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where one of the Fogartys. He grew up over there.
Yeah. Because there's 2 Democrats for U.S. Senate, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Republicans.
$11.21. Oh, shoot. I'm at Sutter Counties. Why do I keep doing that?
Because you really want to know that Yuba County before we leave. Which I do too.
Hey, I want to know who are the fools that are coming in after us, man? Starting at midnight.
They're doing the second shift.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
forget to push the
who's
button.
on the graveyard, man? After us.
I think it's coast to coast, isn't it?
Yeah,
It'll be the
George Norrie.
it'll be the
coast to coast. Yeah, that's a
what
good
is it?
show.
The autopilot.
Yeah.
Going to autopilot.
Fox News. Uh-oh, that was a yawn.
Nope.
No.
I saw it.
You didn't have to work tomorrow.
No work for me.
I've got to work tomorrow too. So.
Well, yeah. I have a lot of mouths to feed, so I got to get up early, and go to work.
What do you mean you have a lot of mouths to feed?
Because there's too many people in the wagon.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
right.
a wagon puller.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Would you pull a little harder, please?
Not me.
I had to go out. I had to go out to help a buddy put on brake shoes today. It's killing me.
I'm gonna convert to a wagon rider.
You want to hop in the wagon?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the wagon. Might as well.
Well,
Benefits are good in the wagon.
the benefits
Yeah,
are
it
good
is.
in the wagon.
Hey, I paid for 45 years or 50.
It'd be even better if you left the country and came back and renounced your citizenship.
And
And
then
were
came
here
back.
Illegally. Then you'd have it made.
Snuck across the Rio Grande.
And then get back in the wagon.
See.
Más
Yep.
clavos.
Oh yeah, más clavos.
More nails.
Jefe, I son.
You left out the other part.
Yeah, no.
You can't
No
curse
le
in any
digas
language.
esa palabra.
Oh, okay.
We can't say what they really call you on the job
You
site.
cut that out pretty quick. You can't curse in any language. Oh, okay. Got it. I'll stop right there.
Oh my goodness.
If you don't understand it, it's not really cussing.
That's true.
Because I always thought it meant something good there for the longest time.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does mean
I was like, yep, that's me.
I got a nickname. I like my new nickname.
I like that.
Yep. Nope.
That's. I learned Spanish back in the early '60s when the Braceros were in, and the first thing they taught me was all the wrong words.
Exactly.
Just a dumb kid, you know. Ah, yeah, we'll teach him the good words.
So I got a question. After this primary, all the political signs, they still can stay up, right?
No.
No, they got to come down, huh?
Yep.
For how long?
Until like August or I think August.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I was really proud of myself for finding that this morning. I was like, oh, yeah, I like that one. I haven't heard that in a while.
Man, still not updated.
Well, they only got like another 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're
And
out
then
of here.
that's all, folks.
That's it. That's all she wrote. I'm surprised we made it this long. I'm amazed.
Yeah.
I'm really kind of tired. I didn't realize whenever I set this up till midnight that it was actually going to go till midnight.
I think you should go down and do Tammy's job tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I'm not capable of doing Tammy's job.
Oh, sure you are.
Nope. There's too much reading in a day. You might as well just have a monkey do it at that point.
What?
Be about the same outcome. As me doing your job, it ain't going to work.
Boy,
Oh, okay.
he was quick, wasn't
Good
he?
thing you explained that.
I could tell as soon as you started turning your head that you had that. What did you say?
Wait a minute.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
You had that look.
And
I can't believe that Missler didn't come out with more.
I know.
So, but right now, the way things are, Randy doesn't have more than 50%. And so it would be him and Missler in a runoff.
yes.
So,
So Mr. beat Alton.
by a smidgen.
Just by a smidgen, huh?
Well, you know,
To
all
be exact, 3 votes.
3 votes?
3 votes.
Whoa.
They're 3
What?
votes apart.
Oh, I wouldn't be sleeping if I was either one of those guys. died.
No.
Wow, really? 3 votes?
3 votes. That's why they need to update this.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah,
Now that is close.
that's close.
I mean, that's less than
Yeah.
a quarter of a %.
They're probably going to wait till after midnight.
What makes you say that, being that it's less than 10 minutes away?
because
Come on, Yuba County.
That's just how they are.
Put some effort into it.
What? effort into this job? No. You can't do that. Oh, come on. They literally have 9 minutes before we got to get off the air. Can't they just throw us a bone?
Just throw us a bone,
Throw
Yuba
us
County.
a bone.
Yeah, if you'd have been nicer to Andy, we probably could have got some results. He's probably down there.
He don't have a dog in the fight.
You don't have a dog in that fight.
It's just election results, man. It ain't no big thing. Speaking of that, that ain't going to work, Bill. You got to take the headphones off and put the hat on.
Voted on.
And Andy didn't get more than 50% either, so he's going to be having a runoff with the sand lady.
Ah.
I can't believe
As it stands right now, if it
I
doesn't
can't
change.
believe the deadly shopping carts and sand lady beat David Joyce.
Well,
how many votes does David Joyce actually have?
He's not actually that far behind Jones Saunders.
How many votes does he have?
He has 120.
Votes?
Yes.
Period?
Wow.
That's how many people voted in
Yeah.
Yuba County?
468 people total voted. Andy only has 199.
That's
And Joan Saunders has
Wow.
149.
Yeah. And she used to be a supervisor.
Yep. And that's as of the 1024 update that they're not changing.
That's pathetic.
It really is.
So 299 people. I mean 199 people.
199 people.
Wow. For a Yuba County supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
There's not. I've been told there's less than 1,000 votes in that district.
Boy, there would be no excuse to lose that race. I mean, you could walk and talk to every person for an hour.
Well, the ones that like you.
Well, even the ones that don't like you, I can persuade them to vote.
How
for me
many
within
has he
that time.
chased out of here?
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. He did chase me out of here.
You know what? They don't have a lot of their results in. Their
I know, they don't
District
have
1
any-
it says 0 out of 4.
Yeah. Like, come on.
The District 5 is 1 out of 12.
Wow.
And that shows Randy Fletcher with 45%.
Okay, so that could totally flip.
It totally, yeah, it could.
Yeah.
'Cause
Because if that district's up in the foothills, that's where Randy's got his base.
Well, it looks like they would do something before morning and update.
I thought Randy's base was down here with the farmers. Missler's base was up there in the foothills.
Randy and
I
Missler,
think
Randy and
Miss-
Missler are running for the same.
I know.
Yeah, I think Mr.'s probably got more out in District 10.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't have a dog in that fight.
You should be the expert, Randy.
that's why I'm saying I thought Missler's base was up in the foothills, and Fletcher's base would be with the water grabbers.
With the water
farmers.
grabbers.
They're the ones that are supporting him, and some of them don't even,
Right.
don't even live in the area.
I'm tired. I'm a little,
Yeah.
I'm a,
Okay,
I'm a little
so
sleepy.
between Charlie Chow and John Garamendi, there's less than with 41% in. Oops, sorry, where'd it go? With 56% in, there is less than 6,000 out of 66,000.
Less than 6,000 separating them. Well,
Charlie said
I have a
he was
question.
waiting. Going to start spending money if
Can-
he got
can-
into the general.
Can Charlie Shop win with less votes than Garamendi whenever they do the runoff?
No way.
No? So he's got to have more votes than Garamendi to win?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just wondering.
That's how it works.
That's how it works? Okay.
usually the person with the most votes wins.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure.
That's the democracy part of our country.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
really
It's
sick
not
and
like
tired
that.
of hearing all these guys saying we got a democracy.
It's not like that in school, though.
We've got a constitution.
No, everybody gets well, and it's not like that in the
Everyone's
sheriff.
a winner.
It's not like that in the sheriff race either. Everybody's going to get a participation trophy.
Yeah, I'm sick of that too, Bill. Democracy.
Yeah.
You've heard that one, what the difference between a democracy and a republic? A democracy is two wolves and a sheep. Discussing what's going to be for dinner.
Yeah.
And a republic is a well-armed sheep detesting the vote.
Yes, that's right.
I thought you were going to say it's like 10 sheep and a wolf voting what's for dinner.
I said that once.
I know.
I think you don't want me to forget it.
No, I don't want you to forget it.
It's that way. That's how he rolls.
Come on, Yuba County. What are you doing? Importing those people to count?
No, they're important to count the votes.
Well, the buses, they're busing people.
I don't think it's going to happen.
So, did Ting's
will
bus
just
break down
never
or
know.
what?
We'll never know.
What do you mean we'll never know?
That's a low blow, man.
What? He said it.
Oh, I know.
I'm just.
And
I'm
it's
just
not
calling-
Ting, it's Tang.
Okay, Tang.
Not Tang, it's Ting.
Ting Tang.
Deja vu.
So what is it? Ting, Tang, or Tang?
Tang.
Ting.
Tang.
Tang?
Tang. You know, like
Ting say
the stuff-
shao.
the orange drink.
No,
No,
it's not
no,
Tang.
it's not Tang.
No, it's not Tang.
Tang.
Tang, yeah. T-E-N-G.
Yeah, it's not Tang.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't say Tang,
Well, you said the
like
drink.
the orange drink.
That's
but I didn't
Tang.
say Tang.
Oh my goodness.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
My pillow was calling me.
Mine too.
Yeah, me too. Well, we only have another 2 minutes, and
And Yuba County's still out.
well, have
Hey,
you refreshed it?
when we head
About
in,
a million times.
Just think when we head into Marysville, man, there'll be all kinds of creepers running around this hour.
Oh yeah, there will be.
Hey, that's the truth, man.
Whenever you're out, whenever you're
It's
in
a-
bed sleeping, they're out creeping.
Yeah.
That's right. There's a different population out after
Yeah,
about
boy.
10 o'clock.
Watch out, they'll be out on them bicycles.
Watch
That's
out
okay.
for them grocery carts.
I went fishing the other morning. And we got up at 4 to leave, and I was out about 4:30 in the morning. And this old boy rides by on his bicycle, and he says, "That kayak hanging out of the bed of your truck, you're gonna get a ticket. You don't have a red flag on it." I said, "You're gonna get a ticket for no light on your bicycle, buddy." He shut up.
Should have told him to steal one with a light on it.
Wow, dude, really? Oh yeah, he was all bent out of shape. I'm like, "Well, where's your light for your bicycle, man? You're gonna get a ticket for that." He just sped off then.
Terry Hansen, I'm disappointed. I really am.
Yeah.
We had one update in 4 hours.
That's sad.
I wouldn't put my name in bold at the top of that page.
And you ran unopposed. Maybe. I can't say.
Maybe it's time to get some opposition.
I think it's called opposition.
No.
Oh, it depends on what part of the country
That's-
you're from.
That's what he said.
You think you're hot stuff because you know words.
God bless everybody.
Oh yeah,
You know,
it's been fun. But
thank you for tuning in, and we're at the Patriot, 1410 AM, 104.3 FM.
Honey, leave a light on. I'm coming home.
Chris Starkey, thank you very much for doing the oneeyeblindmedia.com and One Eye Blind Media on Facebook and on YouTube.
yes, thank you very much, Chris, and thank you for all your work you do uploading our shenanigans here over at the radio station.
Remember to read the Territorial Dispatch.
That's right.
Good newspaper.
Yep, by John Mitzler. And
Who will be in the roughs tomorrow?
hopefully we'll be able to give you guys